Kip, did you watch the previous stream or?
I actually did, yes.
Okay, cool.
Good job doing your homework.
Yeah.
Watched it at
Yay.
1.5 speed
everybody.
and I got through it in like maybe an hour and a half. That was pretty
Oh
funny.
my gosh.
Everybody just sounded very high pitched for the whole.
Yes.
The whole session.
it was fun, actually. It was good.
Cool. So when we left at the end of the last session, was shortly before all the stuff, or that would have been shortly after all the stuff with all the stuff that happened with UKIP. So the party would be taking a long rest, and if you're going to travel back to return to them, you'll have to walk through the night, and then you'll be arriving in Neverhelm in the morning about the time that they're waking up.
Surprised we haven't invested in horses.
Yeah.
Invest in Pug.
Yeah, true.
Good thing I've invested in giant goats.
I can literally turn into a horse. So.
Yeah, I just always assumed if we really needed a horse.
And I mean,
we would
Sinn's
use
as
the-
strong as a horse anyways.
Yeah, if
so-
somebody wants to get on my back, I can carry them.
Yeah, several sessions ago, you carried a cart that was meant for a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow.
Can I use a giant goat as a mount?
Is it
Wow,
a
you
giant
can.
goat? I think it's a regular goat.
I have a goat and a giant goat.
Ooh. Yeah, I think you can ride a giant goat.
You're gonna stack the goats.
Did you pull that out of your bag of animals?
Didn't you
How
pull
many
out a
animals
baby
can you
goat?
find out at once?
Yeah,
I
you can ride a
want-
goat.
so-
The giant
so-
goat.
A giant goat. Great. I have a question for you,
Yeah.
God.
Yes.
Is it so every time I pull out the same animal, is it like the same? So am I pulling out the same giant goat every time, or is it a different giant goat every time?
No, it's a different giant goat every time.
God bless.
Don't get attached.
Yeah, so once you pull something out, it will persist until it's dismissed. So if you get one that you like, just don't dismiss it.
Well, they get dismissed every dawn.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Oh, you lose your
So-
pet every day? Oh, it's
Well, yeah,
heartbreaking.
but then the next morning I can pull out 3 more.
But it'll be different, and you'll know they're
Can
not
you-
the same.
Wait,
Right,
can you
so-
have up to 3 out? Or is it like
Yeah,
just
at
up to
one
3?
time.
Oh, okay, fuck. Done. Giant goat, bear, and then
Giant goat, giant boar.
everything. We just scare everybody as we walk in.
I'm waiting for that lucky 3 weasel draw.
Oh my god.
They're literally going to be a walking zoo.
We just
Yeah.
get 3 mastiffs and
Yeah.
we just start a dog training facility.
Oh my God.
Oh, and I'm gonna be able to turn into one soon.
Yeah.
Then you can really teach them.
Yeah,
We'll just revolutionize dog
Yeah.
training with druids.
I'll just line them up and walk back and forth, barking at them, like literally barking orders.
Honestly, that
Dog
sounds like a
drills.
lucrative business. Like, I bet Winter or Trihold would be down for that.
Oh, I'm sure Trial would love it right now.
Bad tribal swap.
I think Trihold would like anything right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
pretty much.
do that.
I wonder if anyone lived.
We'll see.
Okay, no,
I
just
don't
gave me a
imagine
look, so...
everybody's dead.
I have a feeling we're going to see everyone again, but they're not going to be.
Oof.
Sorry. Talking about my dice bag.
Rip Homer.
Okay, let me just clean up my.
Yeah, you
Real
did
quick.
pull out a fucking baby goat before you went to sleep. I couldn't remember if
Yeah.
I was dreaming that or not.
No, that's real.
Nope, that definitely happened.
Yeah. Oh,
Waffles
so
couldn't cuddle with you, so you got a goat.
you had a drinking battle with Waffles and then passed out in bed holding a baby goat.
I love it.
Yep.
Great.
With
Oh, great.
the helm of encouragement sitting next to your bed, smelling faintly of vomit and strongly of dog slobber.
Right.
Oh. Oh yeah, who ate it all out? Wasn't Waffles the one who just like
Waffles,
licked
yeah.
it clean? Oh.
Oh god.
Thank you, Waffles.
Okay. Kip, I am sending you... Oh, wait, hold on.
Yes. Give me the goods, God, please.
Cool, cool. Nope, I just saw your message, which answers my question.
Oh, sweet. Welcome.
Okay, so, let's see. Korval, I think you're going to be the first one to wake up. And
Okay.
as you wake up, I imagine Waffles is already up and alert with you.
Oh, yeah, no, he's probably bored out of his mind.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just pat Waffles on the head and gesture towards the door.
Wait, since Waffles
Sorry.
is a celestial being, does he just not sleep?
He's just a spirit.
Yeah, he's Alphonse. God.
But he'll pretend to be polite.
Close his eyes to make you feel comfortable.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Sin, you'll wake up next, followed by Lily. Sin, what would you like to do as you wake up? You can still smell the helmet sitting across the room.
I'll walk up to Bard and I'll try to like nudge her awake and be like, "How are you feeling? You doing okay?" Mostly though because I just want to hold this goat.
Is it morning right now?
Yeah, it's about 8 in the morning.
I grab your hand and like turn over and start cuddling your arm instead of the goat, just because it's so big and beefy.
Bard, not now. Bard, give a little shake. Hey, not yet. Come on, we need to go.
The goat would have, because it's dawn, so the goat would have vanished.
Oh. Alrighty, so I'm just grabbing very tightly to your arm.
I'll just take the helmet and like put it on my side and then pick up Bard. Bard is sleeping in my arms and I walk out of the room.
That is
Like-
cute.
Like a baby, like
Yes.
over the shoulder.
No, like a
Alrighty.
baby. Like I'm just coddling you.
Amazing.
So as you exit your room, Korval and Waffles are waiting for you.
It's okay, Waffles. This is normal.
Yeah.
Waffles
the
just is
only person-
Waffles is just observing and panting with his tongue hanging out of his mouth.
It's okay, buddy. We'll get you something. Is she gonna be okay?
I think so. I think she just doesn't want to get up.
5
Must
more
be
minutes,
nice.
Mom.
So
Let's just say
Lily,
there's food downstairs.
Lily, you wake up and Harvey is still sleeping next to you, snoring very loudly.
I kick him. Lightly.
Right in the throat. Just.
My sweet
Harvey-
partner's waking up with a kick.
Neck jab.
So Harvey wakes up startled and he's like, "Oh, what's going on?"
Nothing, you were just snoring.
Oh, I guess I do that.
Are you gonna wake up? Start the day?
What time is it?
8?
Oh, I don't play till 3, so I was gonna sleep in a bit, feel a bit hungover.
Oh my god. Okay.
Not anymore, bitch.
I just walk out of bed.
Oh my god. Just picturing laying next to someone and every time they snore, you just slap the shit out of them.
I said
An
lightly.
abusive relationship.
Oh my Jesus.
So Harvey just
Christ.
like rolls over like 2 or 3 times, burritoing himself in the blankets, and after a few moments, you start hearing him snore again.
Okay. I just walk out.
morning.
I don't know why my first instinct is always like to like hit something lightly. Like every time.
Because it's D&D, and you have a little murder hobo in your bones.
It's true.
So the four of you plus Waffles are in the hallway of the tavern on the second floor. And Kip, what would you like to do?
So, I wanna speak to my people. So Kip brings up the sending stone and is like, just whispers really quietly. This.
I wake up screaming. Holy shit! I am fumbling through my pockets trying to find the stone.
I think it's in that pocket.
Hello, Kip? Kip, is that you?
Yeah, it's me. I'm okay. I'm actually right outside town. I have news.
What's going on?
It's better if we say this in person, I think.
Okay, I'm coming. Where are you?
We'll meet you at the gate.
Yeah, I'm right outside the gate, and I'll let God tell you where I am.
Yeah, so he's right outside the northern gate that you guys all entered the city from initially.
Okay.
We start running.
I start taking off.
Cool. Is anybody following Bard
I'm
to the
trying
gate?
keep up.
Oh, I'm hopping on Waffles and riding.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Cool.
I'm gonna reach in, hopefully get some kind of mount here.
Go ahead.
That's crazy. You could get mounts for the party, and then Korval has his steed, and then Lily can just turn into a mount, and we could take off somewhere.
Amazing. Alrighty. Well, it's possible that I won't get one.
Yeah.
Brown bear!
Oh.
Nice.
God.
Yes.
How does the town feel about bears?
How does a bear get pulled by the scruff of his neck out of a bag?
Magic, baby.
Oh,
The
my God.
language of the thing is you grab something fuzzy out of the bag and then you throw it, and then once it hits the ground it becomes whatever it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's like
Like a Pokemon.
It's like a fuzzy Pokeball.
Yeah.
That's great.
I'm imagining just like a tribble that turns into a brown bear.
So
love
even
that
the bear in the
visual.
middle of a tavern?
No, I would have done it as we're running outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're gonna mount the bear, I assume, right?
If you will let me.
Yes, of course.
Yes, I'm gonna ride this brown bear.
I'm gonna try to challenge myself and kick it into second gear to see if I can keep up with the bear.
What is your
So
speed?
try to turn into a horse to follow.
My speed is 30 feet.
Alright. Good luck.
Yeah.
Oh, he's so cute. I'm naming him Smokey.
Yes!
Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Exactly. Only
Almost ready
you
here.
can prevent your brother's death.
It's a lot
You might
riding on
be-
my shoulders.
Only you can prevent wild magic.
Yeah.
There we go. That's it. That's the best one.
Okay, so you guys are approaching the city gates, and the guard that's standing nearby just sort of nods as you guys approach.
So we
Smokey
just walk
nods.
So many tokens. Yes.
We walk out and Kip's just next to a 16-foot giant.
over.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys.
Brought a friend with
Oh,
me.
is this your new mount?
He rides Oaken around.
And then Keshik rides me.
So, Kip is hiding off to the left here in some bushes and trees, Kip, you see Lily and Cintaruk walking out of the gates, and Bard is on the back of a brown bear. Korval is riding waffles.
And I've
Oh, jeez.
definitely put the helm on, and I'm really, really, really regretting not having washed it.
Oh god.
I was really hesitant to give it back when you asked for it too.
Yeah, I realized as I was like running outside, I realized I had nothing to conceal myself. I was like, fuck. I'm definitely gagging every other sentence.
Oh no.
While having a hangover, that's a beating.
Kip brings out his sending stone and whispers like, "Go up a little bit and to your left. Act natural."
I like look at everybody. Everybody else can hear this, right?
Yeah,
I
they can hear
assume so.
Sending Stone.
Okay, I'll probably go past the tree a little bit after hearing that.
Yeah, and then Kip will be leading them probably deeper into the forest, into the bush, so we're all out of sight.
Cool.
Gotta get some food for your bear.
My bear needs no food.
Smokey
thing.
gets his own food.
Yeah.
Sweet. So you guys have all convened under the trees here and out of sight of the guards of the city and everything.
Cool. So I'm assuming that they all see the gigantic
Yes.
orb that's on my back.
So Kip has a fancy new backpack on. The power cubes from the mines that have the blue glowing orbs on the top of them. He has one of those things strapped to his back, and it's like a 4 foot by 4 foot cube. So it's nearly the size of him, and it's hanging off of his shoulders with some cut wires that he fashioned into straps.
And Kip is literally sopping wet from head to toe with sweat,
Kip, what happened? What were
just
you
dripping.
were you in the celestial plane?
Oh, that can actually wait a minute.
What?
What?
Guys, I want you to meet someone. And Kip just takes the straps off of his back and very gently
Oh my
sets
god.
down this orb with just like ultimate reverence. And I want you to meet Jay.
Was he always a box?
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Or is this a new thing?
No, this is a new thing.
Okay.
I think that King Adrax might be, well, harnessing my power and creating it into these little battery things. And I like.
How would he harness your power to make your friend a box?
Well, if you look really close, you can actually see Jay inside this box. And you know that super weird wizard guy that came up and was kind of all up in my business?
Yeah.
I think he might be the one. Yeah, Dumbledore. I think he might be the one. Dumbledore, whatever. I think he might be the one that's creating these things.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah, there was a bunch of wires.
I bend down and I put my face like really close. Can he see us?
So when you're looking in the orb, Bard, you aren't able to see the figure of anyone or anything. It's just a swirling blue vortex of energy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, you actually have to be in the celestial plane to see him, but maybe I can take you all sometime, but again, not right now.
How'd you get there?
Well, I kind of just went, you know?
No.
Like,
No,
what?
I
don't
don't
No,
know.
none of us. None of us know.
Well, you know how I kind of have weird stuff happening to me?
Yeah.
I can I can kind of now jump into the celestial plane at will now. Well, I mean, not really at will. I'm kind of still figuring that part out, but yeah.
Well, we need to go there. Can you take other people? Something's wrong with Shanti.
I really don't think so, but I mean, I'd be willing to give it a try.
Well, more big news for you. I know you probably have more for us, but we found out that Shanti is Lily's mom. So maybe with a mix of you and Lily, we could do something?
Wait, what? Shanti's Lily's mom? My eyeballs just go bonanzas.
That's how we felt when you said there was more than just the celestial plane for you. So,
Wow, I totally know what you mean now.
Yeah, so Shanti is trapped in the celestial plane.
She's trapped there?
Yeah.
I wonder if I
have
can
to save my
her.
mom.
Yeah, no kidding. Well, I'm happy to help, but we really need to get Jay out of here, like, quick. I don't want to break it open because I think that might, like, kill him or something. I don't know. I just have a feeling.
How do we even begin?
I don't know.
We would talk to our purple friend.
We want to talk to Dumbledore?
He might have information.
So
But
he's not the one doing this. No, it's Adrax.
Well, I will say when I was there was these two elves that were, I think they were talking to some gnolls, and they were saying that there's this weird wizard that they were talking to that was talking about building these things and something about trapping people inside or spellcasters and basically leeching them.
I think Dumbledore's working with Atrax.
Yeah, that might be how they're able to take over these towns, as he gets them to use his new whatever this power source is thing that he's saying, and then that might help them like control something, or maybe after that full week they can power up these to do something else.
Yeah, Sin, do you remember in episode 23 when Captain Paladin was facing the mecha giants?
Yeah.
I think he might be doing that.
Oh, speaking of Captain Paladin, I hand you issues 47 and 11. I found this.
I hand you issue 1.
Issue 1. Ugh.
Oh, jeez.
Just had to pop it.
Everybody just pulls out comics right then and there.
Yep.
I got this for you at the library.
We were thinking about you.
Kip really wants to be super excited and is like, yes, but he like takes them, puts them in his like pocket and like, thanks, I'm gonna be excited later, okay? But yeah, so I think these batteries might be powering something really big.
Yeah, like a giant ass spell to steal a city. That makes sense.
That could be it. They also talked about war machines, you know, like in episode 23.
No.
War machines?
Okay.
Oh, whatever they are, there is not good. Oh, and also there is a little bit more bad news. I think King Adrax might be teaming up with the Goblin King.
Good.
That tracks.
Great.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
In Grabada.
Can I roll an Arcana check on the cube?
Yeah.
Can I also?
I feel like if we go talk to our purple friend, it might not go well for us.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I'm
Or
afraid that would
him.
tip them off.
Is there anyone else that we know that we can talk to?
Next time.
What about Barnu? I
Barnu?
don't know. He's magical, like really magical, right?
I mean, he is a talking crab.
He literally is like across the, like he's on the other side of the
yeah.
like place we
Map. Yeah.
land.
It would probably be like a full day and a half to get there.
Yeah.
What about the guy at the Arcana shop?
What about the one that was teaching you your wizard books, Bard?
I mean, he's friends with Dumbledore.
That's true.
Will the owlbear know?
Can I... So I'm thinking of the wizarding districts. What were the 4 places the dial took me?
There was the residential towers, the magical library, the Mystic Council, and the 4th one just said, beware, danger.
Okay. Did I read Dumbledore's famous fables?
Yes. I still need to lore dump that to you. I haven't quite written that one yet.
Okay. Would there be any relevant information in there, hypothetically?
Yeah, the synopsis of it, basically, like, there's a couple of, like, quirky little, adventures from Dumbledore's past, and there isn't a ton of information on, like, the cubes or the devices he's been using to create the cubes. It's basically just, like, background on him as a character.
Okay.
Could there be anything for how to get into the celestial plane from the known planes book that I read?
Yes. So
or anything about the device from the Arkenforge book?
So the Planes book would have told you that portals are the most common way of traversing from one plane to the next. The planes are all physically connected, so it's possible to, like, walk to Undraka if you found a cave that went deep enough. And the celestial plane is basically space, so different parts of the celestial plane are just different planets, essentially. So if provided you found a way to survive the vacuum of space and could get high enough, you could traverse the celestial plane that way as well. The other way to get from one plane to the next would be with spells.
Okay.
What did I see with the Dirty 20 Arcana check on the cube?
I'm typing you a thing right now.
Do I see anyone paying any interest to us? Because they would have saw us go in.
The guards saw you leave the city, but you guys basically, like, disappeared into some trees and brush outside the city, and you can't see anybody. Nobody can see you at the moment.
Gotcha.
I could try maybe bringing one of you into the celestial plane.
Yeah, why don't you, if you can, why don't we try it?
Any volunteers?
I mean,
Kip looks at you, Lily, like, longingly.
Yeah.
Yes. Hold on one second. I'm typing to Lily now.
Oh, okay. In the meantime, Kip is kind of, like, kneeling in the dirt, trying to brush off, like, the dust and grime and sweat from the cube.
It's good to
Very
see you, Kip.
methodically.
We were worried.
We're really worried, Kip.
Yeah. And Kip's just totally zoned out on the cube, almost as if you all don't exist.
Where did you find the cube, Kip?
Oh, yeah.
no one even asked that.
Oh, I found it in a cave. You know where you fought the werebears a while ago?
Oh, yeah.
In Trihold?
I literally
It was in the mine.
I literally walked right by him.
Yeah, it was the cube we all walked by. Wow. And it was the one I was so obsessed with.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Once
You guys
I
were literally
didn't even
poking it.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If only I
Yep. Kip is, like, visibly crushed at this knowledge.
I'm surprised
Like-
we saw them and didn't think it was weird. Did we?
That's you guys. That's
You
crazy.
guys thought they were cool, I
used-
think, but-
we used the power of Jay to move. Legitimately,
Oh.
like.
Yeah.
That feels in poor taste.
We literally started siphoning off his life power so we could move a freaking cart.
Yeah.
Oh my
Well,
god.
there were
Were the streetlights?
there were 3 or 4. Sorry, what, Korval?
Were the streetlights we saw in the like Manor District similar to the boxes?
They are powered by electricity. Your characters wouldn't necessarily know what that is, but they appear to just be like glowing without flame.
But they look different than the cube.
Yeah, they're not glowing blue
Okay.
like the cube.
Perfect.
But I think Bard learned while talking to the wizard in the library that Dumbledouf's been distributing these cubes all over the Lord's Alliance, and a lot of Neverhelm is powered by the energy of these cubes.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now of where I might have seen them.
Mm-hmm.
That's so icky.
Yeah. Well, also, I spoke to one of the people outside of the mines. He was, I think, right next to this cube. Yeah, saying that. So is it like all power, all of this like mysterious non-magical power seems to come from the cubes?
Yep.
Or something. Okay.
Yeah. So you can assume that every cube has a spellcaster trapped inside, and their magical power is being siphoned to power other things.
My fucking god.
Do I get the feeling that the Lord Neverhelm would even give a shit about that? Or if he...
You can roll an insight check on that.
Okay. Not 20.
You have a very strong feeling that Lord Neverhelm really wouldn't care all that much.
Cool. Unless it was going to take over his city.
Unless it was linked to an invasion. Yeah.
Right.
That guy's trash.
He's
Yeah, fuck
trash,
that
but there's
guy.
people inside there we care about.
There is. Okay. So, telling him isn't gonna do jack shit.
Nope.
until we
Do we
probably
have
have some
anybody
sort of
else we
concrete
trust here?
Well, we don't even know anybody here.
The people
Well-
in
Yeah,
England
you
are-
all, but I want to be really careful who we tell. If this news gets out and they get Jay, I don't think I could ever forgive myself.
Yeah, we need to figure out somewhere to put him that's
cloak.
safe.
Lily's cloak.
No,
What would happen in the cloak?
It's just out in the sea.
immediately, like he
Plane.
pounces on
Yeah,
the
it's just out in the. Never
on
mind.
the thing.
Ugh.
he like pounces on it and like gives you a glare of death.
What if we bury it?
What if we gave it to Oaken and Keswick?
That's a good idea.
That's kind of a long journey.
I know.
Kip on wobbly legs starts strapping the thing back in. He's like, I'll take it.
Yep, no. We have to stay together.
Kip, if we even did take it, you'd probably sleep on the bear while we all walked there.
Kip, out of like half exhaustion, half hate, and half love, kind of sets it back down. He's like, oh, okay, good.
And if you think about it, what else do we really have to do at Neverhelm right now? Because I've already figured out who my mom is, and
The question is, should we have the refugees relocate elsewhere? Like, I don't know if...
they have 2 weeks.
Yeah, and I feel like this is actually going to be safer than anywhere else because none of them are magic casters.
Yeah.
Right, but there is a clock, right? Every Friday we're losing something.
Yeah, but is it better to be clocked by elves or goblins?
Yeah, but if these boxes are what's helping them take down the cities, then I think we need to figure out.
We either go after the boxes or we relocate.
Yeah, if we tell the refugees, though, well, I guess we don't have to tell them why we need to leave, but...
Or do we tell them to look for it? Do we have them start investigating for us?
Oh.
Because they have to find work in the city.
I think maybe just Trevor. I feel like Trevor could
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, let's definitely talk to Trevor before we go.
If I'm right, hadn't Trevor had like a personal deal with Lord Neverhelm by the time we got there with the whole ballistas and everything? Do you think he'd already be corrupted in any way?
I mean, I think it's worth, like, checking.
So, Lily reaches out her hand and places it on the cube, and then whispers a prayer to Shanti. Her prayer is answered. If you want to share what.
Yeah,
What?
so I just saw what's inside the cube. So basically, it's like a chamber filled with test tube-like things that are stacked 4 high in rows of 3, with glowing blue fluid inside in the shape of humanoid figures in fetal position.
Oh, so there's multiple?
It seems plural.
Do you think there's
Oh.
one area that like remotely harnesses the power and it can be transferred to these cubes? Or do you think all of those people are in this cube?
Well, I wonder if they're just all in multiple cubes. You know how all the kids were going missing with random powers?
Mm-hmm.
That's probably where they're going.
Oh my god.
Detective Kip finally got the lead.
Dang.
Okay, so this is... Well, it's never been good, but it's officially not good.
Yeah, it's super not good
Definitely
now.
worse.
Again,
Yeah.
I really don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I ever see Dumbledore again, I'm putting him in the cube, and like a darkness falls over Kip.
Oh no.
Maybe
Sin
wait
definitely
a little
sets
bit
her hand
before
on
we get it.
Kip and goes, Kip, while I understand you want vengeance, you have to choose the right time and place. If you did it in the middle of the city, you would just die before you had the chance to get what you want.
The consequences
he's
might
a
be worth
very-
it.
It will never be
Very-
worth it. He is a
You also
he is a
can't
wizard
be
that
dead.
deals with interplanar travel. He could disappear before you get to him once he recognizes you have a malicious intent.
With like tears in Kip's eyes, he's like, but he deserves to die for what he's done.
He does, but you have to make
he
sure you
does.
do it right.
By my
You
hand.
gotta wait to actually get rid of this guy.
Exactly. We also can't just take him out without the chance of understanding what's going on and saving everyone else.
Not the only people.
But he deserves to die.
I just give
He
Kip a
does.
huge hug and I'm like, I know.
Kip just starts bawling.
Oh. I pull out a ration and I hand it to Kip.
Kip ignores the ration and keeps
No.
bawling.
Wow.
Kip ignored food. This is bad, you guys. Okay, are we going to talk to Trevor or not?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'd like to.
I guess the question is, we don't want to destroy the cubes, right? Because that would harm the
Right.
people in it. So we have
We
to
need to unlock
find them and like detach
Oh.
them or remove them from the city.
or I think they're in the cube, like somehow magically.
That's what I'm saying. Is we have to take the cubes and get them out of Neverhelm, presumably
Oh.
to keep Neverhelm safe.
So, like, evacuate all the cubes we can
All the
find.
cubes we
Yeah,
can
but
find
we're
from
not
Neverhelm?
gonna get permission to do it. So it's gonna be like a stealth mission to rip every cube.
Okay,
out of the
so we
city.
gotta go out at night. with all the
Dang.
cubes. How much?
But we
time
figure how
do
many
we
cubes there are. I mean, he could
Exactly.
have been doing this for a while.
Honestly, Kip's in.
So if the spellcasters are actually like in the cubes, physically or metaphysically, putting the cube in the cloak could potentially
Right.
suffocate them.
Yeah.
But with
I have a feeling.
what Lily saw while asking to look into the cube, because Shanti's on the celestial plane and Kip was able to see Jay in the cube while from the vantage point of the celestial plane, which functionally works the same as the ethereal plane. Like he can still see the material plane and everyone and everything around him, but it's all like grayed out and misty. either they're literally like physically or metaphysically in the cubes, or the bodies or souls of the spellcasters are somewhere on the celestial plane and linked to the cubes.
Jeez.
So,
Yeah.
could we go to the celestial plane and get people out?
I mean,
Possibly.
that's
You saw a test
probably
tube
what
full
we'll
of,
end
like,
up
fetal position
doing.
figures.
Right.
Okay, before we do anything, I think we need a little bit more information about how the fuck this works. Because trying to figure out a plan right now is probably going to backfire on us.
Can I go to the
Because I'm
library?
assuming that... Say again?
Should we go to the library?
Well, I'm assuming that the do not enter part of the dial might have something to do with these cubes, or at least give us a clue as to, I don't know, where they
And
could
where's the do
be,
not enter?
but
Oh, okay.
there's
Can
also
I,
no way to get there without somebody knowing.
Can I turn into a mouse and go?
Go.
No, because it's like a portal,
It's a portal. Okay.
from what I understand.
So, Bard, you know that Yue Kalzar, the wizard in the library, he knows Dumbledore, but he'd also mentioned that he hadn't seen Dumbledore in like a number of years.
Okay, well, I think it might be worth it at least to go back to Kalzar, maybe gather a little bit more information about the, like, dial, what could be on the other side. Who wants to go to the library?
I could go to Crimson because he has the other blacksmith who's in this area, and he might know something about the technology, or maybe has worked on it.
Yeah. We could also scavenge the city over there and see if there's any more cubes we can find.
What about Angie Walk?
Yeah, does anybody have, like, a locate object type situation?
No.
I actually do.
Hey.
Would it be the same, this specific object, or could it detect objects like it?
That I'd have to double check.
Another bit of information I think you got from Yue Bard. You'd asked like where you could find Dumbledore, and he has one of the residential towers is his, and he also has like an office space at the Neverhelm power plant.
Oh, where's the power plant?
Let's sneak into it.
It is in the North District. If you pull up the map for the Northern District, it's not marked, but it should be pretty obvious. It's got like water wheels outside of it and stuff.
All right.
So I can
Well,
locate
yeah.
objects that are similar.
Okay.
But I don't know how many boxes there are, and I do have a limited number of casts per day.
Right.
But it would be a good start. That way we can see if they're similar or different.
Yeah. So here's what I propose. We figure out somewhere to put this cube that's safe, probably outside the city. We all go on our little like recon missions because it's like morning still, right?
Yeah, it was
Right.
8 a.m. when we came out originally.
Yeah. So it's about 9:30 in the morning now.
Okay. And then maybe we all do a little sneaky mission, or the sneakiest of us do the sneaky mission to see what's going on with the power plant tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah. We could do like maybe Korval with waffles runs the cube to somebody if we're trying to like hide it somewhere. If we're not burying it, I guess.
That was also just spitballing.
Yeah.
Well, that's actually not a bad idea, because if we bury it well, that way we can ensure that nobody was gonna find it.
Well, I mean, somebody could definitely find a buried object magically, but I mean, it's better than nothing.
Yeah. Well, we
I
could
mean,
we could
this
just find
place
like
is
a
safe.
really
Can we just bury it here?
We could. I mean, I'd want to go a little farther out of town than right on the front gates. I hiked through a lot of wilderness. We could probably just hide it somewhere in there.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I'm down with that. And then afterwards, we're splitting up to do our little explorations and then meeting where at night for the sneaky mission?
Let's just meet at the tavern and then go from there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's going out to the woods to bury the cube?
I'll go.
So Kip and Sin?
I'll need to be in the city to finding the cubes. And I'll take a strong look at the cube, Kips, to get a general idea of what I'm looking for.
Yep. So it's a 4x4, almost entirely metal box. Two of the sides have like wood planking on the outside of them. There are a bunch of like metal rivets along the edges, and on the top of it has a slightly spherical, like quarter of a blue orb that's kind of just swirling with blue energy inside. It's like a glass window.
All right, perfect.
Kip's gonna be kneeling and putting it back on super reverently, taking precision. Might want to visit the Trader Joe's post as well to see if they've gotten any like news or shipment info of these things.
Oh, that's smart, yeah.
Because if it's gonna be like, or if they're integrating it into Winterhelm, it has to be shipped here or like brought in sneakily, which would probably give us some more information. Because if it wasn't brought through Trader Joe's, then we know that these things are kind of hush-hush, which would be good info, I think.
I think it might be pretty straightforward that this wouldn't be regular shipment people, you know?
Well,
Is there like a market district?
if nobody knows what these things are, you know, like the only way somebody would be able to tell that this is shady shit is if they go to the celestial plane and see it. Otherwise, it just looks like a blue glowing cool thing. I would imagine a wizard of relatively high power would be the only person who would blink at this thing. Otherwise, I mean, like, the peasants just are like, hey, cool, the lights are on, and,
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
And we don't have to keep the wire going.
So what would be the objective of talking to people about it?
just going to Trader Joe's and seeing if they've had any strange shipments of large cubes or something like that.
Oh yeah, it'd be a thing that like they might have seen, and that might have gotten their attention.
Or
Do you think
maybe
there's, like, a
just a
shipping-
general understanding of where they've put them in the city.
Yeah, ooh, that
Do
would be
you think
smart.
they might have like papers, like a shipping manifesto or whatever? that
Ooh, yeah, that also
we could take a
would be
look
good.
at?
Well, that
Yeah.
would probably be in his office at the power plant.
Right.
Oh yeah, at the power plant. Well, yeah, and I'm sure they have shipping manifests, manologues, whatever it is.
Yes, manifest probably in his office.
They don't normally hand those out, so we'll have to be careful about that.
Yeah, I guess I'm just worried about tipping anybody off who might be listening, because I'm afraid that if we start like making a ruckus about these cubes, that somebody might get suspicious.
Yeah.
But we need info, so you know.
Well, you're just gonna
take
bluff
the
it and say like,
poison.
"Oh, we saw these in like the mines." Like, "Oh, we've already seen these. Do you have them?" Like, pretend like
Yeah.
you're a tourist or something.
Well, you know, Sin's a tinkerer, so could
Yeah, I
probably get away with the jargon talk and be like, "Oh my gosh, the coolest thing since sliced bread! Look at me, I'm Sin."
That's exactly what I was going to try to do, Kip.
There you go.
Wow, I didn't know you did such a good Sin impression.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't wait to roleplay him when he's gone.
Kip, I'm gonna trip
Okay.
you after we bury
You-
this.
We're gonna find Kip strangled in the woods.
Sorry, I couldn't meditate in time.
So, Sinn and Kip, you guys walk maybe 10 or 15 minutes out of the city through the woods. So you're in the middle of the woods here, and does anywhere stand out as like a nice spot to bury it to you? With what you can see here.
I'm kind of thinking like right between those rocks, and maybe like underneath a shrub right over there.
Pick the place, Kip, and I'll start digging.
Yeah, 2 or 3 spots down and to the right.
So about there?
Yep, right about there.
Cool.
Okay.
The cube is buried right here.
Cool. Kip looks at Sin, is like, "Don't worry, I got this." And like very carefully, almost Tai Chi style, Kip start doing like a kata to move the earth slowly up to build this like perfect cube shape for the cube to go in.
Nice.
Wow. Beautiful.
It's for Jay.
You can really tell how much you care about this man.
You're the only guy that was nice to me. He's my friend.
I actually have a mold earth sound effect.
Oh. Oh, sure enough. Hey! Like rock slide. Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
That's dope. Okay. Kip turns to Sin and is like, you mind if I just be here a little bit longer?
Yeah,
Alone?
I'll wait a little bit of ways. Just meet me when you're ready.
Okay.
And I'll go like maybe 5 minutes away max, like somewhere, so like if I need to I can run back quickly, but I'll just sit down and start meditating. And I'll meditate for the -6 damage off the first time I get hit.
Hey, very nice. All right. Kip kneels down on his nice little mound of dirt and focuses, does some deep breathing, and blinks into the ethereal plane just so he can get one last glimpse at Jay. And while he's there, he says, "Jay, hold on. I'm coming for you, and I will make them pay." And then Kip kind of like puts his hand right on the mound of earth, takes another deep breath. Oh, black and white? Hell yeah. And then blinks back. Then goes back to Sin.
You good?
Sweet.
Yeah, we're good. We can go now.
Okay. Are these mushrooms behind me?
Yes, they are.
Do they look similar to the mushrooms I keep on me?
Somewhat. The shape of them is a little bit different, but the coloring is the same.
Uh-huh.
Can
You
I
eat
take
that
these?
and die
Yeah.
immediately.
Can I take like 2?
Yeah. There's a total of 4 that you can see growing along the side of this little like forest clearing trail.
I'll wait just in case, because we're probably gonna come back to grab this cube. So, you know, if they're cool, I'll get more. But as of right now, they might kill me.
You know what?
Any different name or just more mushrooms?
If you're gonna put it like putting it down in your inventory, you could just call them like slightly misshapen mushrooms.
While he's picking, I want to do a investigation check just to see if there's like any cool stuff around. Or that's not investigation. That's what is that?
It'd be investigation. You can do a perception check just to like look around at everything closer, or if you actually want to like rummage through the bushes and.
Okay. If I wanted to rummage through the bushes to like look for stuff that I could possibly use, I have a +6 in survival. Would that be a roll I could do?
Yes.
Hey, that's a 18.
Nice.
So there are the mushrooms behind Sin, and as you're rummaging around, there's actually a couple more like hidden underneath some bushes off to the side. And you also find 2 pretty dull and old arrowheads under one of the logs nearby.
Well, at least they're old, because that would really suck if they found my cube. Okay. I pick him up and, Kip picks him up, walks to Sin, and is like, look at these. We shouldn't keep the cube here long.
Yeah, we definitely maybe every few days we can you and I can come check on it to make sure that everything's good over here, or like once a week, so we're not too suspicious about it.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Sounds good. We'll leave in the middle of the night one night.
Okay.
Cool. You guys headed back to the city now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Back to Neverhelm, so it'll be like 2 minutes for this thing to load.
But we know our game plan, right? We're pretty set.
I think so. I think, are you guys... Were you guys gonna go talk to the wizard in the library, or...
I was planning on going up that way while they were burying stuff.
Yeah, same.
Okay.
Okay, so Bard and Lily are heading to the library. Korval, what would you be doing while they're burying?
Yeah, I haven't been to the library. I would absolutely tag along.
Okay, cool.
You're gonna love this place.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I hate books, so...
It's not about
Yep.
the books.
Kip asked Sin if there was anything of interest that you guys did in the city that I'd be curious about.
We spoke to a wizard in the library. That's who they're going back to.
Is
We
it
watched
just like a
couple
normal
shows.
library?
Yeah, for the most part. They had this section with like blocks that were like X's and zeros, or X's and O's, I think, but I don't exactly know what that was.
Oh. You said you watched shows too?
Yeah, we watched a couple shows. We missed Harvey's show, but we caught a couple afterwards. There's one guy who's a thief, just literally a magician thief, and he just took everything.
The hunt for Kevin.
Whoa.
Yeah,
And
that's my quest, right?
and
Yeah,
then
it was like
Bard
Kevin the
had a
Magnificent.
drinking contest with Waffles.
Wait. Waffles the dog can drink?
Yeah, a lot more than you would suspect too.
I gotta see this.
Maybe you just challenge him to a battle. Maybe a water drinking contest for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially if I'm going out adventuring soon.
Yeah.
Milk drinking contest.
Oh.
Yes.
That's just cruel.
The gallon challenge.
Are you ready to
No.
die?
No, but Kip is.
Ooh.
Oh, God, did I gain any strength in my legs from that massive journey with the cube?
At the moment, your like calves and hamstrings are just like torn to shreds.
Oof, not
Like-
even fatigue, just torn.
Like
Oh.
walking is painful, and stairs are like near impossible. Like you end up doing it, but it's not a fun time to try to get up some stairs right now.
Kip, how about you nap before we go on that little mission tonight?
No, the pain is worth it.
It's not. It's not. Do you remember when we were all up on
He's
the
going
mountain?
emo.
Do you remember when we were all up on the mountain? You don't want to get there.
Oh, yeah, that's a fair point. Maybe I'll rest a little bit.
We're going to meet back up at the tavern, so we will wake you up when we get there. I promise.
Okay. Are you gonna go to the shipping yard?
I'm gonna talk to Crimson to see if any
Okay.
of the blacksmith or engineers in the area have worked on them and know anything about it.
Okay. I don't want to lie to you, Sin, again. I'm not quite ready to sleep. I want to go to the shipping yard and see if I can get any information on Jay. And then I promise I'll go to bed, okay?
I don't think I'm gonna be able to stop you, so just please be safe and don't say too
No,
much.
he'll blind you and run.
Exactly. Just don't say too much, and
Okay.
just
Where's the shipping yard?
to the
It's marked on the North District map.
or no east.
Oh.
That would be the east, yeah.
Let me put the.
You know, I don't have the best reputation right now, but I hope you can see it was for a good cause.
I like put my hand on Kip's shoulders and look in his eyes, and I'm like, you are easily now one of the strongest people I've met. You just need to take some rest.
Kip's feeling good.
All right, so Bard, Lily, and Korval, you guys walked through the High District to the gate to the Wizard District, which is actually just the two very undecorated double doors. Turning the dial through the like slot machine device next to it, set it to the magical library, and Bard puts in the spell book again, which grants access. When you pull the lever down, the two doors swing open, and you guys are now inside the wizarding library. Behind the main desk is a stone golem who's just kind of like flipping through a very, very large book in front of him.
Okay, I haven't actually been here before, have I?
No, Korval and Lily haven't been here.
Okay.
Korval, what would you like to do?
I was gonna lean over to Bard. Friend of yours?
I mean, vague acquaintance. Hello again, my friend. You are looking beautiful this morning.
What's his name?
And that way.
Bard, you got his name, right?
I feel like I did ask it last time.
I don't think you did.
You didn't.
Brag. I'm just making jokes.
Damn. Hey.
I'll approach.
I don't think I caught your name yesterday. I'm Bard.
Name Snitzel.
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 Family name?
I'm so glad I'm not there.
Is that a family name? Snitzel?
Rada rada.
It's my name, Rada Rada.
Cool. Rada rada. So, is Kalzar here?
Yeah, Kalzar's always here. He's in the same room you saw him in last time.
Does
Okay.
he eat and sleep in there?
I haven't ever actually seen him sleep. I'd imagine so.
Huh.
So, can I kind of like approach the front of the desk a little bit? And I think I'm gonna like lean over, and you know, just like try to pull my shirt down a little bit. And I'm like, so how long has how long has it been since Dumbledore was here last?
Give me one moment. Let me check the records here.
He goes and like pulls out a big binder from under the front desk here and starts like flipping through it. He's like,
Can I be looking for anything like remarkable as this golem is flipping through?
yeah, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Wrong fucking dice to use. That's an F.
Oof. The only thing that catches your eye is a tiny little statue of the pretty menacing looking owl sitting on the desk next to him here to his left. You recognize this from two other statues that you've seen before. This is a statue of Talos, the storm god.
And it looks like an owl?
Yeah.
is Talos always depicted as an owl?
So far, yeah, this is seems to be the case. There's 2 previous times you saw a statue for Talos was at the lighthouse. Lily touched it and got the lightning bolt blessing, and then in Icespire Peak as well, there was a statue that Lily also touched and got more lightning bolts.
Yep. I'm powerful, baby.
So Owl Bear doesn't necessarily have any connection to that.
No, totally different creature.
Okay. Alrighty.
So Snitzel finishes going through the binder, and he's like,
At least according to these records, Dumbledore hasn't been in the library in about 2 years.
Okay. How well do you know him?
I can't say that I've met Dumbledore. I was created about a year ago.
Oh wow! I didn't realize you were so young. I pull up my shirt.
I give a side eye.
"Oh no."
I say, okay, yeah, it was great to meet you. We're gonna go see Calzar.
Good to see you too, Rada Rada.
Yeah, rada. Wink, wink.
I'm gonna stare at the key ring on the stool, just intently look at it for a moment, then walk away.
Okay.
Korval, you speak Celestial, right?
I read and speak it, yes.
Alrighty. Let's go look at this fucking book. The big one over there.
What, it has Celestial?
Yeah.
Can I
Yeah.
use Divine Sense to determine, is it Celestial, Fiend, or is Undead?
Yeah, go
look.
ahead.
Celestial, Fiend, or Undead is just within 60 feet of me.
Okay. So unless I'm trying to look up, do you know if golems are any of those things?
I don't believe so, unless they're, like, specially crafted.
Okay, then there are none nearby.
Okay, that's perfectly good. Yeah, let's take a look at this book you're talking about.
So, Lily and Korval, you guys haven't been in here before, but
Yeah.
the pool beneath you is like swirling with magical energy, and you can kind of see like some galaxies and stars twinkling inside of it.
I love it.
So, looking at the book, Korval, I'll send you a message for what it reads.
Oh, do you know what it says, Bard? It says whoever reads this is very handsome. That's beautiful.
Oh, does it really say that?
Yeah, it's a really shallow book, but I mean, hey, good for them.
I mean, if it's shallow, it might make it easier to get to the celestial plane.
Oh
This kinda
dear.
looks like it's a portal.
I think I cut out for a little bit.
Oh, that's not good.
What
Oh.
is it?
Are you reacting to whatever you're reading?
Do I see any other recognizable things? This might be an enormous, like, logbook of entrance to the celestial plane.
Oh.
I see Kip's name at the bottom.
Tracks?
Whoops.
See anything after Kip's name?
I don't believe so.
So,
Well, the good
Bard,
news is I don't see other names.
so Bard, when you were here with Yue, he wrote Kip's name in the book, and you were able to see Kip in the celestial plane in the pool after his name was written down.
Oh, I was like, oh, I think that Calzar wrote down Kip's name when we were trying to scry on him or whatever.
Okay, well, the good news is there's no Dumbledore. I don't see it anywhere written in here.
Do you want to write it and see if we can see where he is? Well, that might
If you
be
have a
bad.
quill, I'm happy to write it down.
I have a pen. Okay, so I'll give my pen to Korval.
Can I make a roll to see if that would be a horrible idea?
So that'd be like an insight check.
Can you do it?
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, my insight is a 19.
Okay, I will send you a message.
Alright. Hold on, I do have a quill. I think that he said some kind of spell, though, before...
I'm sure you made me a holy one. Like, put it
I
in-
mean, for fun, we could write another name.
We can test it out.
Oh, that's actually good. Well, yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna write down Cryo Vein.
What?
Nice. So this is
Wait, right, Captain Paladin.
so this is written in
Yes.
Celestial.
Yeah.
So as you finish writing down the name, the pool beneath and behind you, directly under the book, is like a black hole-looking void. But behind you guys, the pool sort of shifts from this like underwater viewpoint and shows Sinn walking with the shield that has Cryovane's skull mounted to the front of it. Kip and Sinn are currently entering Neverhelm.
Do I like notice
Curious.
that I'm getting watched or anything?
No.
Wow. Okay, well, that's...
This could be used as some kind of security system. Like, if one of us,
This is dangerous to have out in the open.
if one of us stays here while the rest go to the tower, right? The Dumbledelve's place,
The power plant.
the power plant. One of us could keep tabs with the sending stone on Dumbledelve.
Yeah,
How
but
far is the sending stone?
people come in here.
Yeah.
Like, it would be kind of sus.
Oh, and
Well, they're
Captain
gonna see a
Lightning
million
also.
names in the book anyways, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why let's just do one, and that would be kind of incriminating.
Well, I still have the quill. I'm gonna write Harbin Wesker.
Ooh. that's a good one.
Oof. You write down Harbin Wester's name, and the pool shifts from the viewpoint of Sinn and the shield that has Cryovane's skull. And you are able to see what looks like rows and rows of humanoid figures. One of them looks like the corpse of Harbin Wester. His eyes are glowing purple and sort of have like a mist coming off of them.
No.
His jaw
He
is
made
hanging
a dry
down.
hold.
His jaw is hanging down and slacked, and there's a bit of like a purple mist coming from his mouth as well.
Oh, man,
these
stop.
these rows and rows of humanoids all have this similar thing going on with them, and they're standing sort of like army formation style.
Wait,
Well,
what?
yeah, they're necromancy. They're making armies of dead people.
Right.
Does it look like he's in Trihold?
It kind of looks like the keep at Trihold.
Okay.
You aren't able to see much because like it's just bodies and bodies and bodies.
Well,
What
I
did
got my
get on-
answer.
What did I get on that 19 insight check to see if this would be a good idea?
Finishing typing this real quick.
The way I see, if we write a variety of names, it won't be clear what our intent is.
Well, so far, those are all people that we've come in contact with. Maybe just throw in some random names there.
I will write Mort, our good old guard friend.
Uh,
Actually,
So the the view in the pool doesn't shift too much. It's still
Oh, no.
rows and rows and rows of bodies.
Yeah.
More jaws hanging slacked, purple eyes, bit of mist coming out of his mouth.
Mort should have been slower in his mission. Anyone else that we need, just out of curiosity?
I sent you a message, Bard.
Yo, mama.
Actually, I'm gonna write
Wait.
Rothan.
Wait, what if we write Shanti?
That'll be next, but I want to see where Rothan went.
So the pool shifts again, and you can see Rothan with his troop of High Garden, like elite guard. They're currently in a tavern that you don't recognize. None of you recognize. And they're just like drinking on some ale and stuff.
Don't recognize the tavern, Bard?
Can't say I do.
That might be a good thing.
Yeah.
I can write Shanti. I'm scared of what's gonna happen.
Did we write Barnu?
Yeah, you'll have to. Yeah, I'll write down Barnu.
So the pool shifts again. This time, it appears that you're on like a very large sailing ship with white sails that have a blue stripe down the middle. And Barnu is like on the top deck of the ship, just like working some of the like rig work and ropes and stuff with his claws.
He's a ship captain? As I look at Bard with like narrowing eyes.
I'm like, well, he walked along the bottom of the seafloor last time, to my knowledge. I didn't know that crabs needed to be,
Yeah.
on top of a ship.
Barnu is a talking crab, by the way, Korval.
Yeah. Oh no, yeah, no, they've described him, but just I hadn't
Okay.
put together that he's sentient enough to crew a ship.
Does he
Yes.
look happy?
You aren't able to read his crab expression.
Damn. I hope he's doing well. Do I recognize the flag?
Yes, actually. The flag typically belongs to ships that are in Neverhelm's fleet.
He's on a Neverhelm ship.
What?
That flag looks like a Neverhelm naval.
Maybe he'll be docking here.
Is he part of the Navy for Neverhelm?
The fuck?
God, I hope
In
not.
my head, I don't even want to
So
think
cool.
about it. So,
God, I
if we want to, we can get real spicy with this, but
What's the worst that can happen? If
Oh,
we write in Shanti?
we write down the king's name. I'm not even going to say the name. We could write down the king's name and get a real good look.
Like of Neverhelm?
Of Newphalia.
Oh, fuck. I think that any high magic user might know. Like, I think that
Right.
if we wrote down Dumbledore, he would know.
It's
I
very
feel
high
like-
risk.
Adrax or anybody in Newphalia might too, but also we're nothing to them, and it's better that it stays that way as long as we can. What if I I can't use suggestion on
I mean, I can write Shanti and see what happens. I'm not sure what that would do. Do you want to do that,
I'm not
Lily?
sure.
Let's do Shanti, yeah. Might as
All right,
well.
I'll write down Shanti.
So as you finish writing Shanti, the name in the book is erased by in the same path that you wrote it in. So starting with the first letter and following the pen strokes, it just disappears from the page.
That's
The pool does not shift or change.
Okay,
Ooh.
I have a very weird idea. Can you write Shanti on top of one of the other names that we've already written? Let's see how much we
yeah.
can name this book.
Oh, you want to erase every? Yeah, well, I'll write over Harbin's name.
Oh.
So as you write over Harbin's name, the same thing happens, but only to the Shanti lettering, leaving Harbin Wester's name in the book.
So it has layering.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, it was worth checking.
Is there anyone obscure that, like, because I know who I know. Is there
Oh
anyone
my
that
God.
you two have lost contact
Lydia.
with?
Lydia!
Yeah.
Oh, she's not. Yeah, all right, Lydia, why not?
So as you finish writing Lydia's name, the view shifts to sort of a very like snowy mountain pass,
Oh, no.
and you see a face down, bloodied corpse laying in the snow. You recognize the black armor as Lydia's.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Oh, rip Lydia.
Oh.
Send her to her death.
I told her
Whoa.
where a goblin force was, and she went gung-ho on it.
I think
That kind of hurts.
Bard, steps off, and starts to leave. I'm gonna leave the pool now.
Yeah, maybe we should move
I think
on.
I'm like, all right, well, this was fun.
I wish I was there. I had some.
I'm gonna tug at the page. How durable is it?
It's a very, very thick page. Like, this book is giant.
I'm gonna flip the pages on either side to see if there's writing on, like, how much this book's been written in.
So the book is about like halfway through. There's even pages on both sides. All the pages on the left have just an assortment of names that you don't recognize, aside from the recent ones that you've written in Kip's. And all the pages on the right side are completely blank.
I can't believe they just let people get in here and scry. That's dangerous.
Yeah, it's actually
You
really
can-
cool.
Did you say
Wait.
every page on the right side is blank?
Yeah.
So there's a limit to how many names you can write, but there's a lot of names you could write.
What if they just
Mhm.
use one side for, like, celestial beings like Shanti?
Maybe.
Doubt it. I really like Regent.
What do you think would happen if we wrote down Talov?
Yeah, right downtown. No, last one. Last
I'll
one.
stretch my
Right
arm and write his full name.
Oh.
The whole pool turns completely dark. Wherever Talov is, there is currently no light.
Ooh.
That checks out. He was a
Shadow
weird guy.
Brain?
All
It may
right.
be best that we don't find out where he is.
Yeah.
Damn.
Okay, let's move on.
Yeah.
I hand over the quill back.
Yeah. I bury the
Okay.
evidence.
We will jump back to the North District so Sinn and Kip can handle some business, and then you guys can talk to UA.
Okay.
Loading.
Sin, where were you going?
I was going to Crimson at the smithy, I'm pretty sure.
That's right. What are you doing there? Are you getting armor or something?
Crimson is there with another blacksmith who has been working in the city for a while, so I was going to see if they knew anything, because at the Craftsman's Conclave in Trihold, they had an engineering section, so I'm wondering if maybe they got some information.
That's smart. Cool.
Yeah. I'm just very nervous about this city now, like talking to anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're making waves.
Mm.
So
There's
the
definitely some high levels.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Fuck. Oh, the wizard library in general. You have to put the spellbook into the slot machine to get the doors to actually like open to it.
Oh, we're running on someone else's tab?
Yeah,
Lol.
and the spellbook Bard learned actually at one point belonged to a student of UA. He'd been
Oh,
trying to, he'd been trying to
Oh,
like
we're-
locate. you've been trying to locate a student, and that's why the pool is default set to the shipwreck.
We stole someone's school ID and we're running up the bill.
Oh my god.
So not just anyone can access the.
Okay.
Yeah. Either
Anyone
you have
who
to.
steals this person's spell book.
Yeah, you either have to like have somebody's nabbed spellbook or be a wizard yourself.
Damn. And can I use these each spell once per level, or can I only use one spell from the spell book per level?
You can use each one essentially has one charge per level.
Cool.
All right. Sinn and Kip, you guys are back in the city. And I know Sinn is heading to the smithy. Kip, are you headed to the trading post or?
Yeah, I want to head to the trading post.
Okay. So it's about like 11 in the morning now, 11 a.m. And Sinn, when you enter the smithy, you can see through to the kitchen that I think his name was Norbert. Let me check real quick. Yeah, Norbert is back in the kitchen working on preparing a meal, and you can hear Crimson back in the same room conversing with him.
As I walk in, I'll just kind of be like, Crimson, Norbert, you here? And I'll just kind of start walking towards since I see him.
Crimson pops out in the doorway, and he's like, Sinn! Glad to see you again. We had a couple of things we wanted to work on, yes?
Yeah, sadly, I'm actually in a tinkering mood, and I had some questions I was wondering first. I was gonna come back another time for my shield.
Of course, yeah.
Do you remember what were they? I was shown up once at the mines. They seemed so cool. They were like little energy sources or something that this wizard was giving people.
Oh, the power cubes. Yeah, what about them?
I was just trying to figure out how to like use those or how to create one. Ever since I've seen it, I've just been, I've been wanting to figure out how this thing works. I've never seen anything like it, and most of the time I like pull out my journal and just kind of flip through the pages of all the sketches I have. When I see something, I just kind of write it down so I can understand how things are moving and how pieces get together, because I could always use it for a different project,
He nods knowingly, and he's like, yes, I wish you mentioned your interest in them prior to recent events at Trihold. We actually had the original blueprint for the power cubes stored at the Conclave.
Oh, that hurts. Do you happen to remember anything from the blueprint?
A bit. I wasn't one of the engineers on that project, but I remember taking a look at it. It seemed pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I remember it incorporated a certain material. I believe it was called azurite. It says this blue glowing crystal type of thing, and it allows like a link to the celestial plane.
Oh.
And this.
So that wasn't just like normal magic.
Well, I mean, as normal as magic gets. And him mentioning the blue glowing crystals actually reminds you of the Owlbear Cave with all the blue crystals and the ghosts that were stored in them.
Was there anything else from the blueprint that you remembered?
Well, I know that there were a couple of copper-lined ports on the outside, which could be hooked up to these cable things. And there was also a valve on the bottom of them, but I am not sure what it was used for.
Oh. Interesting. I feel like I'm not going to get much information about them right now, with everything going on in Trihold, but I mean, that's still crazy. That's great to know. And I start just like sketching that down in my book. Would you guys want to maybe do a quick blueprint or like rough draft of what my next shield could be?
Yeah. What were you thinking in terms of materials and any desired effects that you wanted to come with its construction?
I wanted to incorporate this cryovane skull shield. Like I look at him and at the shield, and I'm like, it's too good to just let go so quickly, So I was wondering if I could incorporate like maybe the bigger dragon eating the smaller one, or something.
So we'll be modifying the shield you have now.
Yes.
I think we could work something out. We might be able to set the larger dragon's skull over the smaller one, like it's devouring it.
Sounds good. And then if you
Yeah,
could, maybe for little flare designs, make the eyes like blue or red or something, little lining designs would be great. Some black accents would be dope. And then, I guess just surprise me if you guys want to add effects.
Yes, actually. Say, speaking of Azurite, if you happen to collect any, we might be able to include that, like set it in the eyes of the dragon.
Ooh, that would look great. Let's write up the draft and postpone until I can confirm whether or not I can try to find that crystal. Because that would be a cool design for the shield.
Wonderful. I'll start sketching that up now.
Awesome. Sounds great. I guess I'll just start walking to... well, it was nice talking to you, Crimson, and I'll start walking to the trading post just to make sure Kip isn't messing up anything.
Okay.
I see how it is.
So, Kip, you are at the trading post, and there's a big set of open double doors and a warehouse full of like crates and barrels and sacks of stuff on the inside.
Okay. I wanna go in and, being a curious cat, just kind of look around with a perception check of 11.
So the only thing you recognize for sure, because you've seen it a lot in your small town, are the sacks of various grains that are piled up in the middle of the warehouse room here.
Bummer. Okay. On my way, I want to just reach my hand down into one and grab some wheat and kind of start chewing on it. Put on the stem.
So you're gonna like walk further into the warehouse.
Yeah, and if there's an open bag, I'll just reach into one and start nibbling.
So as you're chewing on grain, somebody hears your footsteps and approaches you, and he's like, "Hey, bro, you're not supposed to be in here, man."
Okay. Why not though?
Well, this is private property, bro. I'm gonna have to ask you to either step into the front room over here or make your way out, bro.
Oh, well, I'm kind of cool too, and I kind of start like mimicking him. I'm like, I can totally chill here too with you, dude. I might got something that you like.
What you got, bro?
I reach in and I pull out one of the mushrooms that I got, and I'm like, you know what these are?
Oh my god.
No, bro, I've never seen a mushroom like that before. What's that gonna do to me?
Oh, bro, you ever heard of of what the gnome wine does?
I've seen the gnome wine. It's they sell it at one of the taverns up in the High District, but I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, dude, this is like 10 times better. You should totally take one.
I'm fucking dead.
Take one drug.
One drug, please.
May I
sir.
have one marijuanas, please?
So he like motions over his shoulder and he's like, well, I'd be happy to give it a try when I'm off work, bro. Don't get too fucked up when I'm in here, keeping tabs on things. But again, you're gonna have to join me out here in the main room. I can't have you with all the goods.
Oh, shoot. All right. Dang it, my excuses ran out. Okay, I'll come with you. Quick question, bro. Do you know of any of those like big old cubes that glow? Have you seen those?
Yeah, bro. They've been our like bread and butter for months now.
No way. Wow. So are they like all over the city or something?
I wouldn't say all over the city. I think there's just one big old cube power in the city, but we've been shipping them for this weird wizard guy all over the Alliance, man. Everyone's buying them up.
Oh. Wait, buying them up. So there's multiple of them? Like you ship them out of here?
Yeah, bro. We ship them right out of here. Throw them on a cart. They're gone. We get paid.
Dang, that's super cool. Like super cool. Cool. Do you have any here like now?
I'd have to check in the back. Did you have an order coming in or something?
Oh, no. I just like looking at them. I mean, you know what I mean. They're super cool and glowy.
I guess, bro, but if it's not your property, I can't give you access.
Dang. That's all right. That's cool. Where's your next shipment going by chance? Like, do you have a big one going to the king or something, or going out of here?
Oh my God.
I'd have to check the logs. I'm not sure that's information that I'd be willing to give you, though.
Oh, okay. Do you keep your logs in here or something?
Oh my God.
Well,
Did anyone miss you?
So much for playing it coy.
No persuasion checks, no nothing.
Tell me where your fucking boxes are, bro. I'll kill you.
So at this point in the conversation, Sin, you overheard like the last couple of exchanges as you walk into this main room here.
My eyes aren't even looking at the guy in front of me.
That's
I'm just
Sin. I know this dude. Hey,
I'm
what's
just
up,
beaming
Sin?
at Kip right now. Ugh.
Oh my God.
Are you
Kip.
muted, Sin?
Yes.
Okay.
My eyes, I wasn't even looking at the first guy. Once I came around the corner, I'm just staring at Kip with such disappointment. As he's saying, "Oh, that's Sin," I just wave him over to me before the guy turns around.
Oh shoot! I guess I gotta go. All right.
Your sister has been looking for you. Where have you been? And I grab him by the ear and start dragging him out. What is wrong with you?
I'll be back, dude. See ya.
All right, bro. Thanks for the shroom, man.
You can't.
Yeah, totally.
Why do you have
gave away that
shrooms?
shroom
And I
for
like
nothing.
smack him on the back of the head while we're walking.
Ow! Hey, not so hard, okay?
What did I say? What did I
Not
say
to
about?
give it away.
Do you think you kind of were taking the steps there to give us away?
I mean, I thought he was pretty cool. I mean, we were kind of kicking it off, bro.
Come. Did you just
Hit him
call
again.
me bro?
Hit him 3 times.
I'm sorry. I guess I get into character or something. No, yeah, I don't think I gave it away.
Smacks the back of your head. Go to the tavern.
Ow!
God. You
So
know
you
what?
guys- you
Give me
guys are
back.
heading to
Give
the
me back
tavern?
issues 47 and 11. You'll get them back when you actually do something good.
Oh, you dare!
No one's ever put Kip in a timeout before.
I don't know how Kip likes this.
Puts himself in timeout.
That's true.
No one
Yeah.
puts Kip in a corner.
Kip, I will force you in a corner.
Except for Sin.
Did you learn anything from the Smithies?
Yeah, I feel like we all need to talk together.
Okay.
We might have to do a little backtracking, but we'll see.
Yeah.
You could talk with them through the sending stone.
I'll just go put into the sending stone. I'll like ask Kip for it, and I'll say, hey, got some information. We should meet up at the tavern.
Where am I when I hear this?
You're like just hopping off of the books across the pool in the wizard library.
Okay, yeah, we got some interesting info too. I need to ask Calzar some more questions though.
Okay, sounds
before
good.
we meet up.
We'll just go back to the tavern, and I'll get Kip a room so he can nap before we do anything.
Oh, Sin, tell Kip he's doing a good job.
No.
I look at him.
Great. No.
What happened?
Whoa. I wasn't that bad, okay?
Fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Bro.
Stop dragging me, step bro.
Oh my god.
Hello?
Oh my god.
Kip, you need to go to sleep.
Wow.
You need a break.
I'm usually pretty good at espionage. Maybe I just need some shut-eye.
When have you been good at espionage?
Well, I learned from the best, right, Bard?
Oh,
I failed.
not trying.
Oh, we can make Harvey's show.
Yeah, so it's about noon right now.
He plays at like 3, right?
Yeah. But he might be getting moved up to the prime slot, which is like 9 p.m.
I'll just give Kip the key to the room Bard and I had, because we had it for 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll just sit down in the tavern. I'll be like, Kip, you should probably get some rest. Here's the key. It's the second door on the right, and then I'll just wait down here. I'll wake you up if you need anything. If you need food, just go grab some. I'll pay for it.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
So as you guys enter the tavern, you can see that see and hear there's a musical performance being put on by it looks like 3 bards, mandolin. One of them has like bongo drums. The other has a flute. And there's a like vertical rectangle framing the stage of blinking lights that appear to be like magically generated. And they sort of form like the theater lights that like blink around in a circle.
I see lights and they get immediately sketched out now.
Do the lights look like they're powered by Azurite?
No, they look like they kind of look like will-o-wisps.
Okay.
So Kip's heading up to the room.
Yeah, I'll head up to the room.
Now.
Time out.
At least that's what they think.
God damn.
No!
Jumps to another plane.
God damn.
So real quick, actually, I'm gonna. No, it's alright. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. Don't worry. Jeez.
I just would not even bat an eye if you're like, real quick, I'm gonna go into the plane real quick and then sneak past everybody and then go and try to sneak into the Purple Wizard's house. Like, I would not even question you.
You just outlined my next half hour of gameplay.
All right. Sin, what are you doing while he naps?
I'm gonna post up in the middle of the fucking tavern, just looking dope.
Okay. So there's an empty table right over here, so you kind of have like a good front row seat of the musical performance.
Yeah, and I can also watch people coming in if I need to.
Yep. There's quite a few for being noon. There's quite a few people here in the tavern. Most of them appear to be just like Neverhelm commoners. But Tolbin Stonehill, his wife, and Hecor are at the bar right now.
I don't think I'm gonna do anything big. I'm just gonna be like really vigilant, watching to see if anybody's shifty or like overhearing any conversations.
Sounds good.
You gotta get swifty. Get on the floor.
Take off your pants. Time to get swifty. Yeah.
Shit on the floor.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a quick pee break before we pick up the wizarding library again. Give me 1 second.
Sounds good.
Quick, what are we gonna do to break his campaign?
It's true.
Ugh, I wish I was with you guys at the book. I wanted to see my mentor so badly.
Oh, I was tempted to ask, but I felt that it would have been insensitive without you there.
Yeah.
We have a sending stone.
Yeah, but then we're relaying it like, this is what we see.
Somebody's watching
I
TV
spy with
trying
my
to tell
little
you what
eye.
they're seeing.
So what kind of questions should we ask Calzar? Because we want to stay super under the radar and not let anyone know what we're actually looking
Right,
for.
because we're on a stealth mission, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, bro, that's what I was doing.
The voice has become him.
Well, I guess the question is, do we want to ask where Dumbledore is?
No, because
Lord Neverhelm mentioned him, so it wouldn't be out of the ordinary for us to be curious about him.
so I
guess
already
that's
asked
true.
about Dumbledore last time I was here.
Okay.
Calzar has not seen him for 2 years, which totally tracks with what the golem said. And I know that he has a resident tower, and I know that he has an office at the power plant. So if we were wanting to find him, I think we would have to check those places. However, I'm thinking maybe we get the information we can here, and I kind of want to try opening the Do Not Enter part of the Wizarding District.
You would, as a bard, you would absolutely
Yeah.
be dying to know what's behind the Do Not Push
I'm
button.
dying to know what's behind it.
And I basically have a key. If having access to this fucking scrying book tells us anything.
And then we have Lily's Pass Without a Trace, so like the entire group can actually just be invisible.
Yeah.
Forgot.
Well,
So,
it's kind of invisibility. It's just a ridiculous advantage to stealth.
I mean,
Yeah,
I have like
ridiculous.
actual invisibility if
Yeah.
that was needed. So are we down to check that out though, guys? Yeah?
I mean,
yeah, I'm not sure how much we would want to ask him, because anything we ask him could ultimately go back to us. Like if we say, hey, about that power plant, and then we rob the power plant, like, it's gonna be the most obvious
Oh yeah,
trail.
I wasn't planning on asking him about that.
So, Bard, you'd be kind of clued into the fact that UA is super reclusive, because he didn't even know that the elves had disappeared and come back. And that's like 40-ish years of recent history that he was just like, huh, okay.
So he might not even know about the cubes. Actually, instead of asking him directly, can I try to find books on the subject?
Yes.
And blueprints? The library with blueprints, maybe?
You can make a roll for him.
God bless.
So you guys go through the double doors into the UA's chamber of the library. And he's back at the table you initially saw him at, and he's like poring over a scroll, occasionally jotting down some notes in it. Bard, what would you like to be doing? Are you gonna just start browsing books?
Yeah.
Okay. So
And
investigation check.
if I can, would I from here be able to see that odd-looking trapdoor with evil-looking eyes behind it?
Yes, you do notice that.
All right. While I'm perusing, I would like to check that out.
So as you approach it, there's a pretty menacing growl that comes from inside the trapdoor.
Can I make a roll to see what that is?
It is completely dark and shaded. The only thing you can actually see are the eyes looking back out at you.
Can I throw a ration down?
As you throw your ration, it actually bounces off the trapdoor, or the hole, and it appears like this is sort of a magical Wile E. Coyote painting.
What?
It's just an enchanted picture.
Pretty much.
God, fine. I'll take it back if you don't want that.
Not a fan of art, Bard?
Not art that growls at me.
Fair.
What's your investigation check for books potentially relating to the cubes?
Can I roll for that also?
So you don't find anything with a 15. Yeah, you can look too, Lily.
For books, okay.
A 17 also yields nothing.
Can I venture a little bit forward, bottom left of the screen?
Yeah, so there are some stairs that head down to a little reading area. And there's a handful of characters here in what you now recognize as the students' robes.
Okay. Is that a shrine?
There is a statue here, and there's one lit fireplace. There's an unlit one next to it.
What does the statue look like?
So the statue is a pretty burly-looking, bearded and armored man.
I would love to touch it.
We can never leave the statues alone anymore.
So as you go up and place your hand on the marble of the statue, one of the students in the room pipes up and is like, it's already been touched today.
Who is that?
Oh, that's Gond, the god of craft.
What race does it look like?
He appears human.
Okay. So, you guys, would you guys know Timothy? How long has it been since y'all have been outside, huh?
So all these characters appear fully human, and they look like mid-20s, college age. The one on the far left of the screen pipes up and is like, I've been enrolled here for the last 6 years since I turned 16.
Are you allowed to leave?
Oh, of course I'm allowed to leave, but there's not much for me to do outside of here, and I prefer to master my spells.
When was the last time you went outside?
It was earlier this spring.
Okay. I look around the room, and I kind of realize that these guys might be targets for being put in the cube. And I'm like, okay, if there seems like there's anything strange happening in the next couple weeks, just run, I guess.
He kind of shifts in the recliner chair that he's in, and he's like, UA tells us that good wizards never run, just hide.
Hiding sounds great too.
He nods, and his eyes just kind of go back to watching the fire.
All right, well, I guess I'll head back to Lily and Korval.
Korval, what are you doing at this time?
I'm trying my best not to even acknowledge where I'm at.
Okay.
I'm start looking around for waffles. He's the only comfort I have here.
Ooh, is that a lyre or something? Lying on the ground there next to the trap door. Musical instrument.
Yes.
Does it seem magical?
You can roll an insight check on it.
I would like to. 18.
This is an enchanted instrument. It gives a +1 to performance rolls when you're using it.
All right, I pick it up.
All right. As you pick it up, Yue notices the three of you now. He's like, "Oh, welcome back, Bard. I see you're here with some new friends this time."
Yes, new friends. This is a beautiful instrument.
Ah, thank you. I can't remember who that belonged to, but it's certainly not mine.
Do you think anybody would mind if I borrowed it?
If you purchased it?
I was thinking borrowing since this is a library. You know, I didn't think that the items in here were up for, sale.
Ah, well, I don't have an issue with it personally.
Of being up for sale?
Of borrowing it.
Oh, all right. Cool. I pick it up.
Nice. So yeah, you can add that to your inventory.
Amazing. What is it?
I lean over to Lily, borrowing.
Right.
It's the +1 lyre.
Okay. You could say bard brewing.
Good try. Good try.
Thank you.
She's the professional.
I'm a poet. So Calzar.
Yes.
You guys got any questions for him? I know I was telling you guys about this awesome wizard I met recently and that you guys had a couple questions. So I would love to open up the floor for somebody else.
Lily, you wanted to do something?
Oh, do I notice those books? Like, there's two books. One says Black Holes and one says Life and Death.
Mm-hmm.
Can I read those?
Yeah. And I will write those up and send them to you post-session.
Okay.
Do you know anything about the cubes?
The Keebs.
Yeah, you're not here. Nobody say that. Have you ever heard of electricity?
He kind of like scratches his graying beard and he's like, well, yes, there are several spells that produce lightning-like effects, and I have heard that referred to before as electricity. Mind I ask why you're asking about electricity?
I think it has something to do with what the elves are up to. Have you had any young magic casters go missing recently? Or, I guess, any magic casters, other than Timothy?
The only one I've lost so far is dear Timothy.
Okay.
Korval, do you have any questions for him?
Yeah, actually, can you do a favor for me? Are you able to send messages via magic?
I am, yes.
Yeah, there's this old priest that, you know what, I really need to let him know something. I was hoping you could send a message on my behalf.
Of course. What is this fellow's name?
Ezekiel Brandel. He's an elderly human man with white robes.
Yes, and what is the message?
Tell him he now is the head priest for Eldath.
His eyes kind of go wide, and he's like, "Oh, that's some pretty important information there. I will definitely send that right away."
Tell
Yeah.
him that the message comes from the highest-ranking paladin of Trihold.
And is there a name for this for yourself? I assume.
Yes. Tell him that it comes from Korval Talus.
Very well. He closes his eyes and murmurs the message off. Lily, do you have any questions for him?
I wouldn't even know where to begin. Do you know anything about getting to the celestial plane?
Yes, as I was telling your friend Bard here, portals are probably your best bet, in lieu of not having access to any plane shifting spells.
And do you know where any of the portals are?
Unfortunately, I don't. They tend to be pretty rare. We do have a portal here, but it is not linked to the celestial plane, unfortunately.
What is it linked to?
It's currently linked to Undraka.
Oh no.
Wait.
I don't hear that out loud.
Well.
Here in the library, yes.
Is it that very scary looking hole in the floor?
Oh, no. That was just a practice spell from one of my students. It appears he's...
Yeah. I
It
knew
appears he's still concentrating on it.
How long has it been active?
No, it's been here for a couple of days, I think.
A couple of days.
That's one heck of a concentration.
Yes, well, I don't believe it's one of my students, but oftentimes we do test our concentration for extended periods of time.
Damn. So this portal, does anything ever come out of it?
Oh, no. It requires a keystone to get through and to come back.
What's a keystone?
Oh, there are these nifty little rune stones. I have mine here, and he pulls out a necklace from in his robes that has like a crystal-shaped stone with some runes written in Celestial on it. And he's like, this is basically like our security system here in the Wizarding District.
Could see
I'm
that.
staring very hard at it.
Yeah, I was gonna be like, read that shit.
I don't know if he's gonna let me get close enough to read it, but I'm definitely gonna take a look at what it looks like.
Perception check.
17.
So the runes are his name, Ua Kalzar in Celestial.
Interesting.
Can you show us the portal? I'm just really curious.
Well, yes, I could show you the portal.
Starts flipping through books. Thank you, Kip, for the sound effects.
Oh, dude, sorry, I was on mute. Whoop!
Honestly,
Yeah.
it was kind of working. Just
Yeah, it
because
was. We're in the library.
Yeah.
I thought it was on
Sorry,
purpose.
I'm studying.
That's what I thought.
Right this way.
Hey, man,
So
I
he
gotta
leads you
get
through-
caught up for next week.
He leads you through like a couple of chambers, and there's sort of like a little foyer here. To the left appears to go like outside somewhere.
Okay.
To the right, there's what looks like a dining hall.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yes, this is our portal room.
What happens if you stand on it?
Yeah, well, presently nothing unless you're wearing a keystone.
Can I step on it?
Keystone.
Wait, I grab your. Oh. Okay.
So as you're standing on it, there's the
You just stand on it. You're the person who should.
so there's like a swirling red and orange mist that just kind of is like, it's like 4 or 5 inches thick, and it just sort of covers your feet as you're standing on this thing. You don't feel anything weird happen.
When was the last time you went through the portal?
Actually, just a couple of months ago, I was harvesting these very interesting mushrooms down there to study them.
What?
They're like purple in hue, and they seem to have the spores seem to have
No.
interesting effects on the mind.
What?
What is Undraka
God,
like?
no.
Was that?
What is it like? I've never been to a different plane before.
Well, it's very, very dark, and Undraka in its totality is essentially a network of caverns and caves that all connect. But without undersight, you're sure to get lost. The passageways and the caverns will appear to change positions as you walk through them. No hallway ever the same.
Do you have undersight?
I do not. I bring a guide with me when I go.
Who guides you?
A good friend of mine.
No. Who?
Ooh.
I'm actually not at liberty to disclose his identity. He likes to keep to himself, and having undersight tends to be off-putting to people.
How do you
Totally
get a keystone?
Well, I got my keystone when I became a resident here. It allows me access to all of the Wizarding District, as well as my tower residence.
Ah, that
Do
makes
you know how badly I want to hold him hostage?
You wouldn't happen to be giving tours, would you?
Tours of the library?
Undraka, have you ever thought about how much money you could make doing that?
Oh, well, my dear friend, he has the undersight. He does charge for his guidance.
Oh, yeah, well, I guess. Can he?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you
Could you
were...
book an appointment with us with him?
I absolutely could. If you'd be in the city tomorrow, if you come back to the library, I can have him show up here and I'll introduce you.
If we knew somebody else with undersight, how would that work?
Well, they would be able to lead you. They'd be able to see past the illusory shifting caverns of Undraka.
I mean, like, would you be willing to give us a tour if we were to find somebody like that?
A tour? Well, I'm not too familiar with the locations and inhabitants of Undraka. I try to stay here in the library as much as possible.
What if we just popped in for a spell? You know, for a second.
And what spell would this be?
No, it's a... Don't worry about it. So,
And
like-
what's this over here? A crystal ball?
Yeah, I was just looking at that.
Yeah, there's like a blue orb. And he's like, oh, that's one of our magical components. It assists with focus for wizards.
In what way? Like,
Possession of it is required for certain spells type of thing.
I see. Got it. Okay. Do we want to schedule an appointment?
I'd say so.
How much does your friend cost?
True.
Well, he, I know he charges me a bit of a different rate than to strangers that hire him. Typically, I think it's a few hundred gold pieces per day in Undraka.
Yeah, let's schedule that appointment.
Oh,
Tomorrow.
wonderful. Is there a time that works good for you three?
Well,
Noon?
yeah. Noon? 1?
1:35, maybe.
So noon?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, actually, 1:30. No, I'm kidding.
No, I agree. 1:35 is a much better time. 1:35.
Okay. We'll
It
do.
just works. It just works.
We'll
you
do
know?
1:35.
Amazing.
Now, we run into a lot of people. Just to be safe, can you give us the first letter of your friend's name just to make sure we don't have any conflicts?
I suppose it starts with a V.
That's perfect. Thank you.
No problem. And he kind of looks at you with like shifty, confused eyes.
I give him the same look back.
I'm like, yeah, Korval's just afraid of running into his axe.
Look, it's rough. You understand, Bard.
It's complicated.
It's complicated.
Well, I'd love to get back to my studying, unless I was able to answer any other questions you three might have.
I'm good.
I think I'm good.
Yeah, very
I'd like
well.
to pay you a finder's fee for helping.
Oh.
I'll reach in my
No.
pocket and hand over 1 gold.
He just politely passes it back to you, and it's like, no need. All of my, well-being is covered here in Neverhelm for me.
Oh, that's very generous. Thank you.
No, thank you.
Pull out a white dragon scale. And,
His eyes go wide, and he's like, oh, now that is something I would have great interest in.
Alrighty, take it as a token of my affection.
Thank you very much. He tucks it into his robes and turns like a very light shade of pink.
Wink.
I do have one more question. Just one more. So you say you get the keystones when you became a resident, right?
Yes.
So who makes them? Who gives them out?
Well, they're manufactured down at the smithy. Good old Norbert fashions the stone, and then they're enchanted here in the library.
So if I brought you a stone, would you be able to enchant it?
Well, I'm actually not allowed to register a new keystone, and unless you're a resident wizard, only resident wizards possess them.
Alright. Well, that's it. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Back to my books, then.
Enjoy. Enjoy your books, you freaking nerd.
I'm gonna hold him hostage, I swear.
So are you guys heading back to the North District Tavern? or...
When we get to the pool room,
Can we check out what's Oh, I wanted to check out the whatever was to the left there.
So to the left, this is like a sort of balcony, like deck area with some tables set up for like eating and studying and other stuff. Looking out, it it is nighttime here, which sort of tips the three of you off that you might not actually be like physically close to Neverhelm right now.
Jesus.
Is that a
and
statue on the third table?
Yes, it's a statue like between two of the benches, and it's another statue of Talos.
I want to touch it.
So as you go up and touch it, this much smaller statue than the one that gave Lily the lightning bolt spells, you don't feel anything special from it. It appears that this is just a typical like figurine of Talos.
Why does Talos never wanna? Why doesn't anybody want to give me some stuff? Every statue I touch, cold as fuck.
Can I see those things with the symbols outside? Or is that like out of view?
That would be out of your view,
Okay.
yeah. So it looks like there's like a little like garden area with a fountain going on the outside of the deck here.
Can we leave the deck?
Yes. So down at the bottom of the screen at the end of the deck, there's some like steps that take you down.
Okay.
I look back at you two and I'm like, should we check this out or
I mean,
head back?
we might as well.
I mean, we're here, right?
Yeah.
one of us should probably keep watch just in case things get bad.
Okay. I hand you, Korval, the sending stone that is attached to Lily.
Okay. I'm gonna open the red book and pretend I'm reading, but I'm not even looking at it.
Okay.
So there's like an empty potion bottle on this bench that you kind of like push out of your way. It just has some like red residue on the inside.
I
While
look
we're
at
here,
that and I'm like, I bet Kip would lick that thing clean.
Well, they look
No.
like little potions on the sills.
They're like jugs of like water.
Oh, okay.
There's a scroll.
Is it a
I
milk?
want to.
Want to have a milk chugging contest?
No, not
No,
right
that's
now,
for
Lord.
later.
Out of curiosity, I'm gonna telepathically talk to Waffles and ask if he can hear me.
You hear Waffles respond. I assume you can actually understand him in common,
Yeah,
right?
no, it's proper communication telepathically. Yeah.
Right. So Waffles is like, "Yep, I can hear you."
All right. Well, that means we're within a mile distance of the city. I'm just making that mental note. And I'll just say you're a good boy.
Oh shit. Having an owl right now would be so cool. I'm gonna reach in.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Alrighty, that's a 2. If that's an owl, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Do you want me to just turn into one?
It is an
Oh
owl.
fuck
It
yeah!
is?
Oh no way.
Yeah.
That's
Nice.
Let's fucking go.
So I throw out this little tribble, and it turns into an owl. And I'm like, Talos, is that you? Oh shit, no. Okay. And then, yeah, can it like scout? Oh,
Yes.
well, I guess it's not like telepathic. So I don't know if it can really.
Is it somewhat sentient?
Yeah, I don't know. Because if it was like a regular owl, it could
It obeys
take
you.
perception checks, but could it communicate those to me? I guess is the question.
Do you speak owl?
No, but we do have a druid here.
Ooh,
Okay.
touche.
I can't understand animals though.
That's too
Like
bad.
it's not
Isn't
pet pal.
there is an ability for you to do that though. You just don't have it yet.
No, I don't have it yet.
Yeah.
Wait, there's actually a
like a-
spell?
Couldn't you
But
become
I-
an owl and talk to it?
Yeah. No. It doesn't. I don't think it works like that.
That's
But-
hilarious.
I could turn into an owl and scout and come back and tell you.
I don't know the benefits of having a druid, huh?
Yeah, well, I guess if you want to do that, go for it.
All right, I'm
Um,
gonna do that.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Lily's gonna turn into an owl and scout. Okay. So see the owl's like posted up on your shoulder, Bard.
Hell yeah.
I need to actually get owl tokens now. I just have hawks.
Oh,
That was
That's a bright,
Boom.
bright owl.
it's a glowing owl.
Okay, so Lily, as you're flying around, there's a table over here with a world map on it.
okay.
Up this way,
Whoa.
there's a fountain. There's a couple of like rune stones that look very similar to the ones that have like X's and O's on them. They have writing on them you don't recognize.
Okay. What is that?
This appears to be like a little mini planetarium.
Aw.
Dang. Oh.
Don't trip. These are not cubes. This area over here is lit up with they're like little 3-foot high pillars that have full on like complete sphere orbs on them that are glowing blue.
Whoa.
The
Enchanted
like
orbs?
the texture and material of these orbs looks almost identical to the glowing blue crystals in the Owlbear Cave.
Okay.
Cool.
There's another giant book up this way.
Can I read it, or is it in Celestial as well?
It is written in Celestial. You cannot understand it.
fucking-
Another book up here.
What?
Okay, so we might have to come back here because I don't think we're gonna have time to.
Yeah, there's
So-
a bunch.
Whoa.
Fly over an entire like dining area with several big bonfires going.
I love it.
There's also a like golem behind the bar here.
Bartender golem.
Yes.
Randomly sees an owl flying through. Whoo!
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I just want to be going. Oh,
Make that.
as much as possible.
So there's another pool here that looks very, very similar to the pool inside. There's no like attached book or anything. There's a statue of Shanti out here.
Did the statues stack? Or can you only have one at a time?
No, they're one at a time.
Okay. And that looks pretty satanic. I like it. Oh, is that like a dial?
Yeah, this is like a big,
Clock.
yeah, basically it's a giant like sundial.
Whoa.
Very satanic.
So satanic. The sinfulliness.
It's sinful.
I don't know. Just leave me alone.
Someone called me.
Hello?
Hi, I'm here.
Uh,
I was summoned
Is
through the
my
portal.
setting? Oh, my setting still doesn't go to him.
over here, there's a couple of benches with some like empty bottles and books laying around. There was at one point and could be again like a fire pit here.
Okay.
You fly past a
This place
like
is huge.
spherical dome part of the building that has a huge like looking glass type of thing sticking out of it. So this is an observatory.
Oh.
Oh. Maybe they can tell where my wild magic comes from.
So here there's a larger version of the pillars that have the blue orbs on them. This orb is smashed though.
Can I grab some of the pieces?
You can pick up like one of the shards in your beak, or did you want like with
the
your
talons.
talons? So you could pick up like two separate shards of it.
Okay, I want to pick up 2 shards of it.
Cool. So you can add 2 blue crystal shards.
Okay.
I love it left the hammer there.
Yeah, that's cool. So much detail. Oh, the bright one.
You pass another one of these pillars. This time the orb is green.
Okay.
I bet that's what they were mining inside those mines. That makes sense.
This pillar has a like yellow gold orb on it.
Okay.
Pass a purple glowing orb.
And these are
Okay.
exotic
Is there
glowing
a puzzle
orbs.
here?
Maybe.
There's a number pad.
Yes.
Oh boy.
This looks like it's probably the front of the library. There's a red,
Okay, I
a
need to
yellow,
take some notes.
a green, and a blue orb.
So green is 3.
Whoa.
I'm just. Let me do this.
Yeah, it's not
Nancy drew in it.
Korval.
Are those? Those aren't ballistas, are they?
Where? There are.
Those levers.
Looks like switches.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Those are switches.
Okay.
But there's no other. I didn't see any other numbers around, did I?
Mm-mm.
1. Can I check out the staircase? Sorry, I'm taking up way too much time.
You're good.
5,
I think
infinity,
we're all-
1,
we're
7,
all
10.
invested here.
Yeah, I'm not. I literally am perfectly fine with waiting. You're not taking any time.
Oh shit.
And also there's
numbers.
numbers. Holy
Okay,
smoke.
let me write this down.
Take a picture quick.
I wish I had a
Recap,
camera.
recap.
in my-
Control print screen. Control print screen.
Just hit the screen.
If only there was a way to review this later.
Yeah.
There's also the
Honestly,
stream.
Save the VOD. Save the VOD.
Stream. The stream. You can watch
Oh,
it back.
right, yeah.
Wait, what
Oh,
timestamp?
yeah.
Timestamp.
Timestamp. 240.
Got it. Wrote it down. Done.
I will look at it
Timestamp
later.
420.
Giggity.
What did the golem say?
Yes.
Rada rada.
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 Schnitzel.
So flying around, there's just some like trees and shrubbery. There's a little path, and you're nearly around the whole building here. There's like a stone or a wooden like lattice structure that has some vines and grapes. Yeah. So it's like a dome with grapevines growing over it and stuff.
And does that little trap-looking thing? It's not a trap. It's a door. Does it go down?
No. So that's like a basically like a cabinet. One of the doors is just kind of busted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And with that, you've made it all the way back.
Okay. I land, and I drop the shards in owl form, and I'm just breathing heavy. This place is huge.
Oh, holy shit, what did you find? What are these?
These? I found some shards from a broken, glowing orb. And I thought, well, that looks shiny. And took it. There's different colored glowing orbs. And one of them was numbered. And it looks like some sort of puzzle. And then there are 2 or 3 more books written in Celestial.
That look like the big one in the pool?
The big one. Yup.
Alright.
So,
well,
yeah.
I'm gonna look at this map here, and then I think, do we wanna head back?
Yeah, we might have to come back. We're definitely gonna come back here.
Yeah. And I want to ask the students if they know things about a puzzle or a test or something on our way out.
Cool. Give my there we go.
Whoa!
Wow.
Whoa! Heyo!
Whoa.
There's the map.
Wow.
Yo! Look at that!
That is awesome.
That's a big map.
Yeah, that's huge, dude. Holy crap.
Damn. That's a lot of land.
So Neverhelm is right there.
Yeah, we've actually explored like 5% of this fucking world.
Barely.
And barely, yeah.
Wow.
Whoa!
That's-
Oh my
Holy
god,
smokes.
it's impressive.
Can I see my hometown?
Yeah,
Is that Sin?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sin, your tribe lives right here in this little canyon.
Ooh.
Where's
Beauty.
Riverbank?
Riverbank is.
Oh, and look, that's the High Garden.
Oh yeah.
Riverbank and High
Yeah, Riverbank is right here.
We're not
Whoa,
that
you
far
are
from each
way
other,
far
Mark.
away.
Aww,
You guys could have met each
we're
other.
enemies.
I know.
So those magnifying glasses that were lying on the table, are they just like decor?
Well, that would explain the zoom function.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it looked like they were looking at something specific.
Well, they on here it's actually like marked like you are here.
You are here.
All right.
That's great.
Yeah,
Anything
so
else? Anything else you want to see here?
Yeah, do me.
In the right corner.
See what?
Whatever is in the right corner of the map. Looks like shields, yeah.
Wow.
And
Oh,
so
I
this
meant-
Your home.
I meant the like shields, not the map.
Oh yeah.
But this is cool. Okay, here we go. So many empires.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, cannot wait to meet these bitches.
I feel like I just sat down to Thanksgiving dinner and took a bite of the turkey, and I'm like, okay, I got a lot.
So the up at the very very top there is also the like scale in miles and stuff. And I'm putting some time into making that as like accurate as possible for like travel and all that. So
Damn.
It's so cool.
Wow,
And all of
whoever
the-
made this map.
That's wild.
Very talented.
thank you. the color coding of everything up here correlates to the map. So on the screen right now, this like it's kind of purple and dark, but there's the. Can you see my mouse?
No.
No.
Okay.
You can only see when you ping.
So there's like this thick purple line that goes all the way around the edge.
Oh yeah.
So those are the like faction borders, and the blue or the purple faction would be the Crypto Byru dynasties.
Whoa.
So Lord's Alliance is red, and you can see there's the like red border that outlines this whole
I'm
region that you
assuming
guys are in.
I have at least kind of a basic understanding of each of the factions.
Yes, yeah. You can make like history check rolls on them, and figure stuff out. Unlike like Korval, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I have no
anything.
clue. This is all gibberish to me.
Right. And then Bard, you also have a map of just the Lord's Alliance in your DM's sticky.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Okay.
Wait,
anything?
Can you show me where I was?
Your hometown?
Yeah.
So down here, first of all, there's Daggerford right there. At the very, very bottom.
Wow.
And then Rumberry's right there.
Hey,
Wow,
there I
you
am.
all
Oh, we
were
were
right
all
next
really
to each
close.
other.
Seriously.
You guys were all pretty close. Well, Bard would like come and visit you and stuff prior to the campaign starting.
Yeah.
Did you
That's
guys
cool.
ever drink Adamant ales? No, okay. Anyway.
I'm a little young for that.
Yeah, Kip probably wouldn't have, but I think Bard would be familiar with the brand of ale.
I probably was not allowed to drink it, but I really wanted to.
Yeah. Anything else that you want to check out with this, or?
No, that's all. That's all I got.
Cool. All right. Korval, what have you been doing?
So initially I was thumbing through pretending to read. While for no time's passed, I wanted to do detect magic as a ritual to see if I'm picking up like any like magic traces in this room.
Okay.
So many.
That's what I'm afraid. It's gonna be sensory overload.
God.
More importantly, is the
Screen's
banana
just gonna-
enchanted?
Screen's just gonna
True.
blow up.
I'm scared to even look at the radius of it. So is the banana enchanted?
So you pick it up and like hold it real close to your eyes and are just like focusing intently on that.
Please. Please.
Okay, I'm gonna look over my shoulder and stuff it into my armor.
Okay.
I wonder if there's security to this place. If we walk out with something, if they're gonna know immediately.
That's what I'm testing.
One way to find out.
We wrote all those names in the book. The guy said I could just take the fucking loot.
That's true.
That's true.
This should be an interesting experiment.
They're pretty lax around here. They are a bunch of wizards, bookworms, nerds.
Yeah. I thought they'd be a bit more strict, but they don't give a shit about anything.
I think they have so much, unless you trip something really sensitive, they're not gonna care.
Yeah.
We are such a small ant on their radar. They're like, do
Yeah.
whatever you want. It doesn't matter.
Alright, are we heading
I
out?
think that we also might be abusing this dead wizard's privileges.
Oh
He
my
doesn't
God.
complain.
That's fair.
Well, Yue left it with you because you were talking about like protecting Neverhelm and saving the realm from the elves and stuff, and he thought that would be something Timothy would approve of. So,
Alright, So I'm Timothy 2.0.
Yes.
Perfect. Call me Timothy now.
Oh my god.
So
Not
you're
Smith.
Smith, William Williams?
William of Williamsburg, and Timothy the Wizard.
Nice.
Okay, sure. Well, when you have the helmet on.
It's true. I actually have started to list off my aliases.
Okay, so are we heading out?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask one of the students on the way out if they are trying to complete a test or something, or a puzzle.
I want to do that puzzle so fucking bad. You have no fucking
Yeah.
I fucking love puzzles.
Are you gonna stay in bird form?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Did somebody grab the jars though?
Bard has them, I think.
'Cause
Yeah, I did.
I can't carry
Yeah, I
them
popped
except
them
in my
down.
talents.
So you have like
Can I
two.
have an owl
blue-
on each shoulder?
Can you what?
Have an owl on each shoulder?
You're gonna
I'll
dual
put
wield
it on
birds.
Bard's shoulder.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like kind of heavy. I'm like definitely like having to try really hard to stay upright.
I wonder if we could pick you up. No, maybe not. Can I try?
That's not even a roll. You wouldn't be able to. Yeah.
Wow, harsh.
Owie, my
Even
feelings.
even two owls. No. Now, if Bard pulled out like two more owls, then maybe we could have a
Okay,
roll.
so we need to find a couple more owls.
Alright, I'm gonna reach in and I'm gonna pull one more thing out.
Oh boy.
I think it's another giant thing. No, it's a lion.
Ooh.
Okay.
Alrighty, so now I have two owls on each
And a lion.
and a lion.
Awesome.
Let me see. I know I can get a lion token. Let me see if I have anything similar enough.
I feel like we are being very stealthy on this mission. I feel that you blend in just fine.
I mean, at least you're in a wizardy place, right?
Giving me this bag was a horrible mistake.
No, it was not.
You were probably the best person to get it.
I love it so much.
There we go. The miscolored wolf will represent the lion.
Amazing.
So you need owl tokens and lion tokens.
Yeah. Well, I just need to go through the whole bag of tricks to get tokens for all those.
Giant goat.
Yes. Okay. So you guys are heading out, but Bard, you wanted to ask one of the students about like a test that they might be taking.
Yeah. Or like
A puzzle.
a puzzle in the library.
So there's a student here you could talk to.
What does the student seem like?
Currently studying a book. He has a staff with a red orb on the top of it.
Does he seem lame?
To roll for
Does he look like a nerd?
Yes, he looks pretty scrawny, early 20s, very pale skin, like he hasn't seen sunlight in ages.
Alright, I'm gonna pass by and ask somebody else.
Oh my god.
I don't fucking want to talk to him.
You're gonna nerd shame everyone in here?
So you're back in UA's messy room of the library. There's two students sitting on a couch over here, and they're just kind of like murmuring amongst themselves while they munch on some like pears and bananas.
Who's the like most jacked looking wizard here?
So far, all the students you've seen have been like pretty thin, very pale, like
Alrighty.
mid to early 20s.
Can I go to the least thin and the least pale? I mean, are there any
Line
like,
up and inspect them?
Oh my god.
are there any like not skinny wizards? Like doesn't
Not
have to
be-
be like
not that you've seen. The most burly thing you've seen here is the stone golems.
There wasn't even like a wizard with a beer belly?
Well, Yue has a bit of a belly because he's like in his 50s.
Alright, I'll just talk to one of these little bitches. Whichever one is the least, seems the least bad to talk to.
Oh my god.
So to be the one on.
I'll just open up the the floor. So are you guys trying to solve any kind of riddle or puzzle or test in this library? Specifically outside of it?
One of them is like munching on a pear like it was an apple, and he's like, yeah, there's Yue built a big elaborate puzzle into the library itself. Supposedly there's some big reward for the first person to solve it. Nobody's been able to crack it yet, though.
I'm gonna fucking do it.
All right. You guys trying it all, or?
I've been really into my studies lately. I've seen some of the clues.
Well, I don't know. You guys look so intellectual and like smart. I wonder if you could help me like solve this test. You know, I would like love any info you're able to give. Can I roll a horny check?
Roll to seduce.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Would that just be performance?
Performance is based on charisma, right?
It is. They all
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, I mean we can just call it a seduction check with charisma,
Great.
your charisma modifier.
Perfect. All right. Seduction check of fuck no. Seduction check of God, 12, 11. How desperate are they?
It probably works.
So he kind of like looks down at his lap and starts kicking his feet, which don't touch the floor with the big couch that he's sitting on.
Oh my
Cringe.
He turns a little pink and he's like, I'd love to help you, but unfortunately the rules say that the reward will only be given out if you solve the puzzle on your own.
I mean, I would solve it on my own. Or, I mean, you'd solve it on your own. I mean, whatever. Okay, guys, let's go.
Just to be clear, what is solving the puzzle?
Sorry, what, Korval?
What is solving the puzzle? Are you trying to get in where?
Well, there's a big keypad on the outside of the library, and supposedly it's some code of numbers or something you have to put in the right order.
What if you get them in the wrong order?
So far, nothing happens. Several people have thought that they cracked it and tried, but nothing happened, and UA just kind of laughed at them.
How much do you like that lion bard?
I mean, I can bring it back tomorrow, so...
I have an idea. Let's go to a quiet room, we can have a conversation.
Okay.
Are you gonna head back, like, to the north, or...?
To where the pools are.
Okay.
Could I have just been hooting the whole way out?
Just hoo, hoo.
So, I have two thoughts. One, if it doesn't harm you to get it wrong, couldn't we just brute force it by having one of your animal friends hit buttons until it opens?
Like,
That's not fun.
for the puzzle,
Yeah.
I think that,
Do you know how many
probably
times-
going to have rigged it a little bit more, like, a little bit
Because they
better than
don't
that.
sleep, right?
The
well,
amount
they
of
just-
combinations it could be, though, it wouldn't be enough time.
Yeah.
A full day?
There's an...
Maybe.
Okay.
I'm just saying that option. Two,
I mean,
I was saying, I wonder if your Timothy friend had a keystone when he went under the water.
Well, if he did, it would still be at the bottom of the ocean. I mean, I
how
suppose
deep
if we
was
ever-
it?
I don't know. We'd have to ask Barnu. Which
Because I
is
can
a lot
detect
closer
the
than we thought.
runestone.
Oh shit.
Huh.
All right. Well, I mean, can we check on Barnu one more time? How long has it been? It's only been like 30 minutes. Never mind.
Yeah.
Hand the quill over.
I hand the quill over.
I'm running Barnu again.
So the pool shifts again. Barnu's still on the deck of the ship. At the moment, he's standing up near what's the very front of the ship called again? That's not the bow, is it?
It is.
The bow of the ship. And he's currently like sitting with his crab legs perched. There's like a post that juts out from the front of the ship. He's sitting on like the very, very end of it, just catching a breeze on his face.
Oh, he's like the sea maiden. Tight.
Yes, yes.
God, I love that crab.
He's
Hope
beautiful.
he's doing well. Does he look happy now?
Again, his crab face doesn't have much of an expression, but his eyes are like sort of sleepy looking, like he's enjoying the breeze.
He looks like he's having a good time. I'm happy for him.
I have one name I want to write in private if it's okay.
Sure.
L.
Are we supposed
The
to
an-
like
the animals?
look away?
Well, you can't read Celestial anyway.
Oh, okay.
But they'll see what I write.
They'll see the
Well,
Celestial runes
Just
for
give me
it.
I'm not looking at the room,
pool.
so you'll have to be okay with me looking at the pool.
I look down and write Alinor.
Alinor, who is that?
That is my mother.
Oh,
I see.
Hmm. And she'd be from the same region as you, right?
She'd be in the village proper.
Okay. So the pool shifts, and it looks like a like huge, almost like lake-sized, frozen over pool of water, just like ice everywhere. And you see your mother currently like drilling down into the ice, like she's gonna start fishing.
Perfect. Thank you, Bard. I'll hand the quill over.
Of course. Was that someone important to you?
Yeah. Was my mom, but I have things to do now.
Damn.
And you guys are heading out of the library now?
Yeah.
I think so.
I wink.
Yeah, bye, Snitzel.
Bye, Schnitzel. Rada
Hope you
rada.
enjoyed your stay, Rada Rada.
Rada rada. I totally did. Rada rada.
Let's go. Can I real quick just fly up to what's his name? Snitzel?
Snitzel.
Land on his shoulder and in a little like owly hooty voice I go "Rah, rah."
His like stone mouth like crackles as it turns into a smile, which is like the first expression you've ever seen on his face. And he's just like,
Oh, how adorable, Rada Rada.
cool.
Rada rada. For sure, rada rada.
Rada rada.
All right. So you guys are headed back to the North District. Loading.
Loading.
And unless everyone can stay on a bit later, we're approaching our 8 o'clock mark.
Okay. I unfortunately do have to peace out at 8.
Cool. I think we're about at a good stopping point. We'll just do a little group roundup. You guys can chat a bit about your plans, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okay.
Cool. Works.
We're killing everyone. Just everyone in the town has to go.
That's it.
Murder hobo initiate now.
Just find an evil person, give them Oathblade, and the rest will take care of itself.
Oh my god.
Give them
Sinn is
Oathblade.
going door to door, kicking doors down and killing people. There'll be no one left.
Just do that enough until your alignment shifts to evil, and then use Oathblade.
Exactly.
And then you nuke yourself.
I'm so obsessed with this puzzle because I don't know how many things were a part of it because there were little stones with different symbols on it all over the place. And they had like reverse symbols and...
I feel like we're
Have
gonna
we
need
had
a
a puzzle?
cipher at some point.
No, we haven't had a puzzle. I'm so excited.
No, and the problem is one of the spheres got broken, and I'm concerned that's part of like the puzzle.
Ooh, with all the
I
shiny
don't
lights.
think so because there were normal blue ones and then there were different colored ones.
So do you guys think that since we took those shards that nobody will be able to solve it until we get there?
That if it's related, that's 100% going to happen.
Okay, well
I
that's
love
good.
that.
Also, Bard, can you take a look at this banana?
Yeah, I'd love to. What's up with it?
It's magical, but I don't know what it does. I'm dying to know what this magical banana
Oh my
does.
god.
Should I like roll an Arcana check on it, or?
Yes.
All right. 11.
You can't tell what is special about this banana.
It's very powerful.
It looks like a fucking magical banana. What could it possibly do?
Bard, even you couldn't decipher its riddle.
I don't know. Do you think that what if we ate it?
Don't.
I don't know if we can even harm it. It's because magical things can't really be destroyed normally.
Yeah, I guess you're right. With magic this powerful, it's best not to fuck with, huh?
Look, I'll keep it with me in case of emergency. Then I'll throw it, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's a safe bet.
Maybe it's like a very powerful weapon. Like you throw it and it just obliterates whatever it hits.
That would be awesome.
Tiger.
Can you imagine accidentally dropping it, though?
Well, I'm gonna keep a very tight look. And by the way, don't tell Kip about it.
Absolutely. This is our
Don't tell me what.
Nothing.
nothing.
Oh, just a
Kip,
bunch of
you're
boring
supposed to be
books. You
sleeping.
wouldn't like it.
Yeah.
Oh, gross.
So, Sin, how was your trip? You said the Kip wasn't a good boy.
Kip, why don't you
Oh,
tell
we
him
don't
what you
have to
told
talk
them?
about that.
He basically just straight up asked them where the shipping containers of the stuff is and like who they're sending it to. Not exactly, but like in a sense, he was on the path to get there. Sadly.
I think we were just vibing, bro.
He also had this weird accent I had never heard him use. But other than that, it turns out maybe we should go up to our room.
Yeah, that's probably for the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah.
Would there be anyone that would actually care if we talked in a noisy bar, though?
We don't know who's listening.
Exactly.
Guess
Anybody
not.
could find
Yeah.
out about this magic, but
Wait, there's two Kips.
Kip,
Bard, don't.
are
It's
you the
Done,
real
done.
Kip? Are
My
you
double
real?
Little did you know, there's two of me.
Oh no.
So you guys are in
I just pull up her mind.
Korval's room currently.
nice digs, bro.
I'm gonna tell Waffles to stand point at the door and like don't let anyone in.
The bear is sitting next to him.
Oh my gosh.
With the lion.
Oh my god, I forgot.
I thought I was going owl. That's okay.
Fucking animals.
That hallway is barricaded.
A bear, an owl, and a lion
Bunch of
with
animals. Oh my gosh.
with waffles. Ugh.
Wait, lions? Bears?
Tigers? Oh.
Wolves?
Lions, bears, and
Why?
waffles. Oh my.
Lions, waffles, and bears.
Oh, that's funny. I feel like this session was wildly informative.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was in for
Like-
attention.
No kidding. I officially am on my 3rd page of notes.
Like, today or ever?
Ever.
Damn.
I'll have to send you them because I'm really proud of how I wrote my pages. They're all fancy.
Please
schmancy.
do. You know, I have
I will.
way more than 3, but I'd love to
Send
know
My
them to the
notes.
main chat. I'd like to read them as well.
I feel like my notes make sense to no one but me. They're just like it's,
all my just words.
Scribbles.
And
Yeah,
A
it's-
list of who you can
remember.
kill.
it's literally just like lines of like different areas and people, and then what's connected to them, and it's just it's so bad. I need to organize. I need to
I'm actually
organize
super
it.
Curious. We all need to send each other
No.
our notes.
Yeah.
Just
Or
post them
see
in the
what they
main
look
chat. Post them in the main chat. I want to see.
Oh my god.
100% I'm doing it, hands down.
So
That's funny.
yeah, we can wrap up here unless you guys wanted to like game plan for next session.
Jeez,
I mean-
where to even start?
So are we hitting the power station tonight?
Possibly.
I kind of.
I mean, I think we should at least scope it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Well, it's also nice if we go at night, then we can use Lily's ability and we can be super sneaky.
I mean, we can do that. Yeah. Pass without
I mean-
trace. Yeah.
She buffs us all. That's the perk though.
I look out the door with all the animals. Are they gonna be stealthy?
Isn't it a radius?
It's
I mean,
a
it
certain amount
does
of
affect
people in a
a
radius.
certain amount of creatures.
Oh,
so yeah,
okay.
probably how many ever like creatures we can get. Which is
Mm.
probably like 7 normally. I think 5, 7.
Oh my gosh.
We're gonna
Just
hit that
literally have
cap.
an army of animals. Oh
I
man.
love
I
this
can't
is
pull
spell.
anybody out though today. Anybody else?
You've maxed?
Yep.
That's good.
Should we?
So wait, can your animals communicate with you, Bard?
I don't think because they're like regular animals. I mean,
Yeah,
in the sense
yeah.
of like they're not intelligent like waffles.
Pass without a trace doesn't actually have a cap on how many people get covered.
Oh shit!
Dang. That's dope.
So the creatures can't communicate. They are just like normal wild animals, but they're friendly to you and your companions, and they'll follow commands. And if it's like in combat, you can use a bonus action to command how the creature moves and what action it
Okay,
takes.
but they're not fair. Like
Mm.
they're not gonna just like eat someone at first sight.
No,
Or are
they'll stick around whoever summoned them until they're commanded to do
Okay.
something.
I'm just concerned the bear's gonna go maul like an innocent worker or something.
Yeah, right. Just see you bring the
Sadly.
bear into the tavern, and there's just bloodshed.
Oh my god.
Oh, what a great night.
No kidding. Oh, question. What is today?
It is Sunday, March 29th,
Sunday.
and it is we'll be wrapping the session up at it's about 1 p.m. in game. And I think Lily wanted to see, or I think
Harvey.
most people wanted to see Harvey's performance.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the show at 3 p.m.
And then we're just kind of like biding time until nightfall, right?
Yeah. I mean, we'll probably have more like recon opportunities.
Oh yeah, yeah. I guarantee you, tomorrow in real life, I'm gonna be going through the stream and staring at every little thing that one.
I'm telling you, we all need to have like a community book that we use for all of our puzzles we have to solve.
Yeah.
You can start a Google Doc.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
So
Alrighty, guys.
you gotta head out.
I'm just about to piss my pants. So, do we have anything else important?
No, we can quit
I don't
here.
think so.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
can pick it up after.
yeah. I was gonna briefly recap the cube situation just so everybody can get on the same page with that.
Okay, I can hold for that.
So the information that the party has so far, Jay is trapped in one of the cubes which you guys buried out in the woods. it's still unclear whether or not like his soul or whatever is actually like in the cube, or if it's somewhere else and linked to the cube. Lily saw a chamber full of like test tube things that had like they look like blue liquid figures in the fetal position inside of them. Dumbledore is creating the cubes, and they're like powered by harnessing spellcasters' magical abilities. And apparently the cubes are becoming pretty ubiquitous in the Lord's Alliance, like they're being shipped everywhere. And people are putting them to use all over the place.
And they're using Azurite to channel power from the Celestial Plane, right? To channel an area from the Celestial Plane?
Yeah, which would hint towards like them being the souls of the people that are harvested are being kept somewhere and linked to the cube via Azurite. And you guys have all experienced the Azurite crystals before, because they're the blue crystals in the Owlbear Cave that have the ghosts in them.
That stole all the money.
Yeah, I
from
saw
Owlbear.
Talov playing with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, one clarification question. The mushrooms I saw Talazar playing with, did they look like the fungal dagger?
Yes, in
Yeah,
texture
that's
and
what-
color they did.
That's what I thought, yeah.
Yeah, so the fungal dagger came from Undraka.
Dang, and there's literally planes that we haven't explored yet.
Oh yeah, that map you saw is just the material world.
That's hilarious. We just
Oh
saw the
my
material
gosh.
worlds map, and then it's just like, oh yeah, but we also have like 4 other planes we need to explore at some point.
Jeez. Honestly, I feel like we need to have a campaign that's running for like 20 years, and we just restart characters in a new plane and have to explore that entire
Yes.
plane every campaign.
Well, again, my hope and intention with this is to take this campaign all the way up to level 20, at which point we'll wrap it up, and whatever the impact that the events of this campaign have on the world will determine the starting world of the next campaign. So I'll probably like plop you guys in a part of the world that you haven't explored yet, but if a bunch of shit goes down in Neverhelm or whatever's happening in Trihold at the end of all this will be as was in the next campaign.
Okay,
I
so
wrote the snowy peaks.
like, fuck this world up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
our goal. We're just gonna play
That
and
party has
like,
to fix it.
So as
Yeah.
you gain power akin to, gods reaching level 20, you should bear in mind what it would be like to live as a level 1 character with the
Oh
results of all that.
Our party becomes a maniacal group
Evil campaign.
that controls all of the orcs, and we just have an army of orcs, and we sit at the top, and
Yeah.
nobody can destroy us.
And
then
and
we
if
have to
you're
fight ourselves.
Campaign.
if you're
Yes.
if your current characters are still living, they will also be NPCs you could go like talk to and stuff.
Amazing.
Love it.
I would just go train for myself.
I would flirt with myself.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Myself.
It would break my heart to fight Waffles. I couldn't do it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.